Yeah, it happens with me. Good morning, Brick World. What's happening? Um, as you could probably tell, I'm still a little sleepy-eyed. Um, just having a rough morning, man. And then it's not like I just get up and I go live. Like I crawl out of bed and like I feed the cat, the dog. Then I get myself ready and then I go get a coffee. I think I'm addicted to these things, by the way. I'm pretty sure I have one of these every day.
I could say the same thing about me with A&W root beer. I have more than one a day.
Dude, what's crazy is I used to be a mad Dr. Pepper drinker.
Oh,
Yeah, that was my weakness, man, Dr. Pepper. But I what do you got there, Briggs? What was that?
Slimer.
oh,
Oh, I don't think
okay.
I've really actually seen that up close, man.
Yeah, it looks a little bit different than the Dimensions one. My lights are a little too bright there, but
Yeah, because I was gonna say I think the Dimensions one's different looking.
yeah.
Huh.
Wow, that's a little treat, man. Because I've seen the Ghostbusters headquarters, in people's cities and stuff, but I don't think I've ever really seen, being built, or like some of the molded pieces up close or anything like that. But anyways, I was saying though, like, my buddy is also a huge Dr. Pepper fan, and he's been trying to quit, and he can't. Like, he can't quit Dr. Pepper, man. Like, he's trying really hard, but he can't break the cycle. So all right, let me oh gosh, let me rub my eyes and say hello to everybody. Say good morning. Will, what up? There's T-Mog. Yeah, there's me. Mark, he says, hey, all, hope you all are well, with a question mark. I'm well. I'm a
Doing
little,
pretty good, I guess.
yeah, I'm a little stressed with work, but as usual. And I'm still waking up, kind of congested. But other than that, man, I'm great. Jazz, how you doing?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Get 4 days off teaching, Friday to
Oh,
Monday.
nice. Yes, got the Good Friday and the happy snappy Easter to everybody. If that's your bag,
E.
happy Easter to you.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, as you can see, guys, T Mog and Bricks Toys is joining me this morning. We shall see who else shows up. So yeah, Mark, we're all doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Let's see, there's Jazz, Will, Mark, Lego Boy. Good morning to you. Coco, good morning to you. Mama Lego, good morning. Mark says, can you ever have too much coffee? Well, I feel like the correct answer should be no. You can't have too much coffee. But unfortunately, you probably can. I mean, I guess it depends on how wired you want to be. Coffee is gross. Changed my mind. Coffee is gross. I can't change your mind on that because I do think it's gross. That's why I add caramel, skim milk, and Splenda to it.
Nice.
Yeah, each one of those things, and I like my diabetic, so I can't just have like regular old sugar like a normal.
Right.
But the Splenda, the skim milk, and the caramel all do something a little different to make that coffee better. So, and Lego Boy, here's the other thing about coffee: it's addictive. It's an addictive substance, and it's not addictive in the same way like maybe like cocaine is or something. But you can get seriously addicted to coffee. I don't know if I could quit just easily now, like just be like, all right, I'm not drinking coffee no more. I don't know if I could do that. I mean, and I don't drink it because I think it's great. I drink it just because it helps wake me up. But the addiction part is kicked in now because I think now I get them sometimes when I don't really need to wake up.
So, Hive, I was addicted to energy drinks.
See, I've stayed away from those. I've been good on those.
Not to go into too much of my private health, but the caffeine that I was consuming was one of the reasons why I got sick back in January. It was causing a lot of problems. So I am no longer drinking anything. I've never drank coffee. Definitely no longer having those energy drinks.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that caffeine actually dehydrates you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it dehydrates you, and it's weird because I'm sitting here drinking this liquid. But yeah, coffee. Same thing with soda. Soda dehydrates you as well because it does have caffeine in it also. Like my uncles, I remember I used to help my uncles paint before I got into the industry, and we'd be out in the summertime in Ohio, man, just painting away, and like they're cracking open Pepsis like every 5 minutes, and they were always thirsty, and they never understood why. But that was part of it. Oh, you guys talking about the build, T-Mug?
Oh yeah,
I see you say I haven't touched it. Yeah, I haven't messed with the Beetle yet since yesterday.
Yeah.
I decided to just kind of leave it and work on it this morning. My dad managed to quit coffee and now only drinks tea. Tea's better than coffee, but tea also has caffeine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brick Maniac, happy Easter to you as well. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Sorry, I got a message from somebody wanting to buy the house.
It's all good.
Yeah, we showed.
I need to stay away from Marketplace and Kijiji because honestly, I keep finding Lego deals I just feel I can't pass up. And I made the mistake of just searching on Marketplace last night, and I found something that I need. It's not a want; it's a need.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. I used to get on my wife a lot because she would buy stuff only because it went on sale. Or like there'd be a sale or something. She was like, I can't pass it up. You know what I mean? Or something like that. I used to get on her about that stuff. I'm like, that doesn't mean you got to buy it just because it's cheaper. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, this ain't. The thing I'm looking at isn't cheap. It's a retired Ninjago spinner.
Oh,
so
well, I stopped getting on her about that stuff because now with Lego.
Oh yeah.
You know, if a Lego set's cheap enough, I don't even care what theme it is. I'll buy it. Let's see here. Solo, what's up, brother?
Hey, Solo.
How you doing, man?
I can share with you guys what I got on Marketplace this morning.
Sure, certainly.
I got a pirate set.
Oh, nice.
Wait. Is that like a little boat?
Looks like it's a fortress type of wall.
Okay.
Notice anything different about the box?
Looks a little warped.
It is a little beat up.
No.
Let's see if you notice it on this one. I was able to.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing that thing for a long time.
What is it you notice about the box as well?
I don't know.
I'm running a blank too.
Do you see a piece count on the box?
Oh no.
So this was a military family. So they were in Germany. So this was bought in Europe.
Huh.
The only downside is, look at this. I noticed that when I picked it up. I'm like, dang.
Yeah. I should have really noticed that because I'm always complaining about boxes not having piece counts on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I paid 50 Canadian for this. It's worth about 75, 70, close to $80 Canadian.
Wow.
And then this one I traded a Minecraft set that I had.
Oh, nice.
So
okay, yeah.
That's my Easter dealing this morning.
Yeah, I was going to get with you and Corey because I've absolutely loved your stream with the raffle thing. Even though I didn't get to watch it all, but I got to see the severe highlights on Doc's video. Because I kept popping in and out, and I was like, "What in the heck is they doing?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got to give credit to Corey. Corey was the first one to do it on his stream, so I can't take credit.
But it was such a wonderful thing, man. It was so different, and I think it was, in my eyes, in my opinion, I think it works out generally for both parties involved because you can make your money off trying to get rid of something, and I mean, depending on even if your tickets were expensive, even if you're like you went $5 or something, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you're like, okay, $5, I might get a chance to win this really awesome set or something, you know what I mean, for $5.
Yeah,
because I don't think I'm gonna do $2 because I'm not gonna take the chance of having to pay $50 for shipping or something, you know what I mean?
well, that's the thing. There are a few ways that I'm thinking about improving it. Number one.
Oh, hold on, BFAB's here.
Oh, hey, BFAB.
What's up?
Hey,
BFAB.
What are you talking about?
Talking about Lego
raffling off some Lego sets
with super chats.
Can I add my mom to the raffle?
Sure.
You mean like for a ticket?
Any ticket is a good ticket.
I mean, like, dude, I'm sorry. We're only accepting cold, hard, stanky cash.
You raffle his
I
mom?
try to raffle her off. Can I throw her in the raffle?
Oh. I mean, I guess. I gotta think about it. I'm sorry, guys. What were we gonna say?
Because YouTube keeps that 30%, that's another big thing. So it'd be great to get people to do it via PayPal. Some people via PayPal. And if it's anyone out of the UK, since they are donating pounds and euros, maybe just add an extra £10 or a €10 charge if it's someone who wins it across the pond to make it a little bit more balanced.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I've been really banging around ideas about that because we were discussing it the other night, and a few people are in the camp of you should convert to the American, like convert how much the currency would be. But because I mean, and I get it because technically that would be fair. But I'm not worried about the 20 cents difference either way. I feel like it's going to probably mostly balance out.
Yes. And the other thing, too, is shipping to Canada is not all that more expensive for Americans. It's actually...
And depending on, I think I will talk to, all right, let's say Greg wins, okay? Run Bridge Bricks. I think whoever is overseas that wins, or maybe not even overseas, it'd be overseas all right, so I'll ask them, if you want to give me a little extra money, I'll ship the box to you. Yes. If you don't want to do that, I'll ship it. You don't have to pay for shipping. I'll just ship the bags.
I 100% agree on the box thing.
I think that's how I'll probably say, like, if you want the box, because you never know, man. Like, if somebody wins, I don't know, like the Charles Dickens set or something, like they might want that box. You know what I mean?
Well, then they should have to pay extra for it. I agree.
Right. So I think that's probably how I'll work that out.
So the draw does not include the box. That's how I would advertise it.
Yeah, because I got to be really careful and word everything correctly. I don't want to deceive, because I really want to be fair. I don't want to be deceitful, even by accident. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. So yeah, I think I'm going to start getting my rules together and stuff like that, and set a date for the near future. You know what I mean? So I give people time to either save up if they want to get into it. And you're right. I don't know how to work out, like, it would be more optimal to do like a PayPal thing. Because you're right. If YouTube only took like 5% or something, like it wouldn't be a big of a deal. But you're right. They take out like 30%, dude. It's a lot.
Yeah,
like, I remember
what device you use it on too. If you're doing using it through an Apple device, they take 30% from YouTube, then another 20% Apple takes, right? So it depends. Like for me, if I donate through my device, right, not an Apple product, they only take 30%. If you're donating through an Apple device, they take 50%.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, look, I'm all for a fee. I don't want people to not make money. It's okay, but but dude, like, don't kill me, man. Like, you're gonna make it to where I don't want to use that.
Well, here's the other thing too, Hyde. Because it's a draw,
right?
You also need to overinflate the total amount to factor in shipping fees and everything. Yeah. So let's say it's a $50 set.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would all agree that if you charged 100 tickets, that covers your super chat loss, your shipping and everything, and you kind of break out with a little bit of a profit.
Yeah, because these sets that I'm at least.
And again,
okay, so look, 3 of the sets that I'm raffling off were to help pay for the slave one. So I'm not trying to kill people, but I do need to make a profit. You know what
exactly.
I mean? The other two weren't necessarily to pay for the Slave 1. I was going to hold on to them and sell them after they retired. Because one of them was the Hidden Side bus.
Yeah.
And then the other one was the Dominus Rex set. So,
Sure.
you know, that those two I weren't even like, I was just holding on to, you know. I was going to put more in, but like the Nebulon frigate's already spoken for. That's solos. You know what I mean?
And I'm not trying to shade Solo, but since Solo's your friend, that's a set that you hold on to, right? And wait till it acquires more value, but it will go up, right?
Yeah.
Especially come around Comic-Con. I believe Comic-Con was canceled and now it's happening again this year. Who knows what that means regarding the status of promos and this and that, but come later this year, everything will shoot back up in value.
Well, I had two. Like, I already sold one for a lot of money. Now, the thing that I'm also holding on to in vein of the Nebulon, like what you're referring to, because like I said, I already promised Solo he can have that Nebulon. I'm just waiting.
I think they'll be like Solo get like quadruple
but
charging.
I think this is when this is full, that's what I'm going to sell to try and make a huge profit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, because somebody told me I could get like probably $1,000 for this thing when it's full with all the other plastic cases.
Whoever told you that lied. You could probably get like $500-$600, but $1,000 for that. If people are that crazy,
well, if individual coins are selling for $150-$200 a piece,
are they really
2,
that
4,
high?
6, 8, 10.
Yeah, that's getting
dude. And I'm not talking like people what they want to sell them for. I'm talking about that they have sold for.
Yeah.
You know what? I thought I was an expert at everything, guys. I failed. Talk about being an expert at everything. So Sam's called me out for this, and I didn't realize. So with the whole like Darth Vader bus thing, right? I didn't realize it had been a year. Now I actually feel bad. Before I'm just like, I'll get it to him.
I forgot. Did he contact you about what the deal was I had with him?
Yeah, he did. And the thing is, here's the thing. I'm just like, okay. He's like, get over your fear of the post office. Like, you know what? I'm like, what? I'm like, it's been only 6 months. Look, I looked through my text. It's been.
And BFAB, listen. I want to say I do sincerely apologize. I didn't mean to sick sands on you, but but I'm not gonna lie. I told him, I was like, if you could get him to send that, I was like, I will send you this for free, and I'll send you something else just because. That's a great achievement. I said, I think I'll even send BFAB something if you get him to send it,
the
man.
thing is, like when I said I'd give it to you, right? It wasn't me that I wanted something in return. The thing is, like, I know. I didn't realize that it had been that long.
BFAB.
And so I go back in my messages. I said, wait a second. I promised you
BFAB,
February
I know we all give you crap about it, you know what I mean? But look, yes, there are things that I have sent out pretty quickly to people and stuff, especially if like money is involved or something. I'm not, you know what I mean? Because obviously this isn't that type of transaction between you and I, you know? But dude, there's other things like Chef. Are you out there? Like, I still have some stuff I have to send to Chef. Brickfella, he won a CMF off me. I think somebody else did too. I have to go back and look at my Instagram. So like there's a few things like I still have to send out to people too. So look, I'm not throwing that stone in a glass house, man. I know, like I said, I know we messed with you about it, but I'm not. Look,
I just didn't realize it was that long. I thought it had been like 6 months.
No,
like,
I know.
Whatever. Somebody had to wait a year.
It's been so long now. It could be a holiday. We could actually have it as a holiday. But again, BFAB. Look, I know it's safe with you. I know it's with you.
It's
like if you went and just if you went and told me like, yeah, man, look, I sold it. Like, I would be mad. I wouldn't hate you. I would be mad about it because, you know, obvious reasons. But I still wouldn't. I wouldn't hate you or nothing. You'd still be my friend.
I have 3 of Hive. I have 3 of them. I would never be like, yo, Hive, I'm going to sell the one I promise you. You know?
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah. I know if you're under hard times, man. You know what I mean?
I still think I could do that. Plus, I have literally, if I sold my Mr. Gold and my 7 Comic-Con minifigs, that's easily because my Mr. Gold's damaged, right?
Yeah, so you do have a good chunk of change for that.
Mr. Gold goes for like $5,000 right now. Like, if I sold all my Comic-Con minifigs and my damaged Mr. Gold, like total, just because it's damaged, I could probably easily get around $5,000, $4,000. No, probably about $4,000 for all the Comic-Con minifigs and Mr. Gold in general. I sell the damaged one for, let's say, $2,000, right? I mean, a lot of collectors are very, they care about like condition, right? So I sell it for $2,000, and then my 7 Comic-Con minifigs right there, that's at least another $2,000. I have my brick. So like, if I came on hard times, right there, easy sale, make a crap ton of money, So I mean, there's a lot of Comic-Con stuff that I bought for like the collector. I bought him for $230. He is now worth around $600. Spider-Man. No, was that $230? Was it? No, I think I was $2 something. I forgot what it was. But then my Spider-Man, for some reason, I keep getting sets for $230. Spider-Man Brickheads also I paid $230 for. They're going for around $500-600 now. So it's like a lot of these like Comic-Con stuff have like gone up in value unless they're based off like a TV show. When they're based off a TV show, they tend to dwindle in value.
So I have a question. Real quick though. Good morning, Brickman. I see Fig and Bricks, Brick Bronies TV, and Snap. What's up, buddy? How y'all doing? Good morning. I have a question. So I want to pay somebody to make me some intro music. I don't even care, honestly. I'd have to listen to whatever anybody would make, but I don't even care if it's like a guitar riff or if it's some type of beat, digital or drums or something. But let's say BFAB could kick it on the drums, you know what I mean? And he made me a beat or something like that. Like, and I paid him, but how, like, would I have to copyright? Like, what he gives me?
It's your property. You just got to make an agreement with the person, right? Like, hey, this is mine. I'm paying for it. Maybe sign a contract. I mean, I don't know how serious you want to.
Well, I don't mean like necessarily like, let's say I bought some beats off you, BFAB. Like, I wouldn't be worried about trusting BFAB to sue me 10 years from now. But I'm just saying, like, if somebody else came by and like snatched up that beat,
then you could copyright strike them. You could claim it, strike them, do whatever.
But what would I have saying like that's mine? Is it just like maybe me and you wrote a contract or something?
Yeah,
or...
like you could write out a basic contract or whatever, or you could just like if you're on YouTube, right, and you're the first one to have that beat, there's a way that you can claim it. So if I decide to steal
like it's timestamp kind of thing.
Yeah, you could just like you could claim obviously it based on the sound. So.
Because like I could show the video obviously with the date and everything. So if they said like, oh, I made it first, they'd have to prove
correct
something before that date. Then okay.
You got it. Now, a perfect person, and he's gonna hate me for saying this, that could probably create you a fire beat would be Tommy C. Bricks. The guy can do everything. Like he makes music. I mean, Tommy. Like
I didn't know he made music or anything.
He's done it a couple times, and I've listened to his stuff, and it's actually really good. He's like, oh, I'm a horrible music producer, and I hear his stuff, and I'm like, he really undersells and stuff. Like, I mean, I think that's what he's worst at, right? Like Tommy is so talented. He can draw. He can do this. He can video edit. He can like everything he can do. And then, like, he's still really good at, doing music and stuff.
Right. And I mean, and I only need something like 5 to 10 seconds long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll have to start reaching out to everybody and seeing if anybody has, anything they'd be interested in selling me. Did I say hi to Fig and Bricks? Yeah. BBTV, Snap. Christopher, good morning to you. Yeah, so I was working on Z Beetle. It's
Z Beetle.
It's a lovely car.
Oh, it is. That's the only car I think that I have. That's when I say only car that I have, but like only creator expert car I think that I have. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like it. How's the Batmobile coming along, Timo?
I haven't touched it since the transatlantic stream, so it's the same. But I'm not pulling it off the shelf. Just gotta move that light.
Timo, can you take your Millennium Falcon?
Dude, I like that lamp too, man. That lamp is awesome. I like how it can move around.
Would you say BFAB?
Can you kick your Millennium Falcon?
No.
Are you sure?
I mean, he could. I was gonna say he could.
Think about your life, right?
Yeah, man. Well, at least now you can see where the back wheels are going too. So.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember the last time I really looked at it, you didn't have the frame for the back wheels yet.
Wow, you're rich enough to afford big sets? Oh my goodness.
I know, right, BFAB?
I better rob this guy.
Actually, no, this will put me in the hole a bit.
Brick Studio, good morning, and thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that.
And
And
remember, we will not talk to you anymore unless you have to. Everything you say has to be donated in super chats. We will acknowledge you.
Will says is BFAB a Tommy C Brick simp? Well, I feel like he was more simping to me. But
I simp to everyone. So desperate.
All right.
What can I say? I have parent issues, okay? They beat me as a kid. What can
All right, hold on a second. I got some type of
Jazz, are you working on the firehouse from Ghostbusters?
Yeah, Bags 9.
Hey, that's such a good set. I have the set, one of my favorite Lego sets. I'm so glad I got into credit card debt for that. Oh no! No! Jazz, are you alive?
I need mouth to mouth. I'm just kidding.
Blink twice if you're fine.
Let's see. Let's seal it's pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Hey, I love that set. You know, that's one set I didn't like completely destroy when I moved. I literally just have it in a bin. I kind of want to take it out right now. You know what? I might actually take it out.
Nice.
Such a good set.
what's a good set?
Let's see if I can connect this without a draw.
Oh, the headquarters, yeah.
Another $5.
What the Bricks? What are you talking about?
What the?
He says you're welcome, BFAB. When you going to exercise?
when your mom rides me, I don't know.
All right. Well, that was
experience with someone donating. It was really bizarre.
Oh well, I mean, I don't want to even go as far as to say it's bizarre. I mean, I'm okay with it.
It was beef.
Yeah, no, you're talking about me. No, it's just like for me. I'm like, wait a second. Like, I usually give there's certain people I just give money to all the time. Like, I don't really give Jazz money. I'm like, oh, let me just do it. I just woke up that morning and I felt like it. I'm like, I need some entertainment. Jazz is killing it. It's nice waking up, being able to listen to a Lego stream. So yeah, I mean, it's fun. I think Jazz deserves more super chats.
Oh, nice. Thanks, BFAB. I was actually going to stream this morning, and then I saw Hive was streaming, so I'm like, hey, Hive, I'll take a link.
All right.
I was watching a couple streams this morning, and then I'm like, oh, Hive streaming. I'm like, you better send me a link. You better send me a link, Hive. And I looked, I'm like, okay. Like, why is my phone not giving me the notification that I'm getting links anymore? Like, I get the links, right? But my phone's not being like, Brick Hive sent you a message, BFAB, it's Sunday. I'm aware, Eileen, that it's Sunday. Yeah, I'm aware.
Did you see the Marvel set I got this morning, BFAB?
The Ant-Man one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah. It's a good one. Classic. It's a good one. I'm so happy for the future of Marvel sets, especially in the summer. Like, and I cannot wait. So the $300 Daily Bugle comes out in May. So I am so excited for that. Like,
that'll be a
day one buy.
There's too many sets releasing. I don't think I can keep up.
I'll be all right.
Don't leave us alone with BFAB.
It's like leaving your kid with a stranger or like a predator. You don't do it. People are gonna be like, BFAB, it's not a Hive stream. Like, oh, come on, I'm keeping it PG. I know.
Awkward times.
But yeah, like a $300 Daily Bugle. I think a lot of you guys know this. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and then we're like Daredevil, Punisher's appearing in their Black Cat. I'm just like, oh my god! Like,
dang!
Oh wow!
That's a day one buy for me. As long as I hope it doesn't look like crap, but I buy anything Spider-Man related. So if it looks like crap, I'm gonna buy it anyway. So.
Oh yeah, I expect a lot of people to buy it day one. I won't be one of those because it's too pricey for my liking. I already bought a $300 set.
T-Mog, you're rich, okay? I can tell. Based on your shelving. You know what I had as a kid? I had the dang floor. My parents wouldn't even buy me shelving. They're like, throw your Lego sets on the floor. So, yeah, story of my life. Hey, Rick in the house.
Hey, Rick, how's it going?
And Brickman, he says he got the Lego Ideas Winnie the Pooh. That's a good set that I'll eventually buy, but I have to This year I said that I wasn't going to buy any other Lego sets other than clearance sets, but then Lego comes out with all these banger sets, and I'm like, you know what? I still want to do the mostly clearance Lego thing, but I'll still buy like a direct-to-consumer set every once in a while. The thing is, like, I keep buying, but I'm not building, right? Like, that's
Right.
kind of the issue. Like, I have so many Lego sets. Like, I never dreamed of having 140 plus sealed Lego sets, right? I never thought it would get to that, right? But then we have such crazy clearance, you don't pass with anything that's more than 50% off, you know? You just don't. So then you clear out the store, and then you keep going, and you go to like 15 Walmarts, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. You're just saving up for that stream you're going to do whenever you do it.
Oh, yeah, the 24-hour, $1,000 stream. Yeah, I need to work out some details with that, but yeah, it's I'm very hyped for that. I love getting paid to talk.
I think you should do a face reveal on your next one, BFAB.
I think that we'd go from at least like, well, let's say we go to like 70 viewers to 1. It's that person that feels really bad. They're like, oh no. Do I have more Lego than Ryan? Probably not.
I don't know. Do you have enough to fit a storage locker or whatever storage unit?
Oh, easily. Not as much as Ryan though. So I think that for me. So according to Brickset, again, Brickset also includes the collectible minifigs as sets.
I know, including the packaging.
Yeah. So according to Brickset, I have 1,372 sets, and I have 2,923 minifigs.
Jeez.
Now, the minifig thing is clearly accurate if Brickset's accurate. The set, like, I have, like, 1,372 sets. Probably about 350 of them are collectible minifigs, right? So I have about 1,000 Lego sets in my collection. I always tell people it's really fun. Like, if people tell me they're brick set, I always love just looking at people's collections. It's just really cool to see what.
Oh yeah, you can share your brick set with people.
Yeah, you can. You can make it public. So then, like, if I search up your name, you have your collected public. You could also have like sets you want public. Like, all that's really cool. So
I don't know.
How does one make it public?
If I made mine public, I'd have to get a home security system. So I do not want to make it public.
I think it's just cool because, like, I think that people in general like to see other people. Like, I love seeing like other people's collections. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I did a video back in 2018 called "What Does $25,000 Worth of Lego Look Like?" That was worth about $35,000, and I haven't filmed the updated one in like 2-3 years. So,
because Lego thievery is on the rise, man, especially during this pandemic. So,
oh yeah, the thing is, like, if somebody found out where I lived and they stole my Lego, I mean, that is life. It was meant to be. But sharing, like, I mean, it sucked. Don't get me wrong, but like, just having like your collection, like what you have public, right? So everyone could see. I think I always found that kind of interesting. So, wow, they have this set. They don't have this set. They want this set. You know, like,
yeah,
I always thought it cool. Also, I'm going to step away for a second. I need a drink. Not alcoholic, don't worry.
Oh wow. Okay, so I think I made it my brick set public, but oh man, the profile picture, that's like looking at a high school photo kind of for me for profile picture. How do I change that? I guess edit profile. How's that Ghostbusters set coming along, Jazz?
No complaints, man. Nice and smooth.
Nice.
Hello, Tech.
Hey, Tech, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm just chilling this morning. I'm kind of happy. I wanted to stream, but I haven't streaming enough. And it's nice to not have to worry about the chat too much.
True.
Man, Hive's been gone a while.
Yeah, I'm hoping everything's all right. Oh, there he is.
What a coincidence. I just said, hey, man, where's Hive?
Oh, you know, just dealing with work stuff. I'm going to probably have to write one of my texts up.
Write one of your what?
My texts up.
Oh.
Yeah, because every single weekend he's on call. I have problems.
Darn.
And believe me, the last thing you want to do
on Easter
is make your boss have to go to the job or deal with the stuff that you're supposed to be dealing with. Because if you can't do your job, why are you there?
Yep. Look,
I'm a very pleasant person, but when it comes to work, if you don't do your job, I'm the worst person you can ever possibly imagine. I am not a boss that lets a lot of stuff slide for very long. Now, I'm fair. Don't get me wrong. I understand things happen, mistakes happen. People are, human. But if you're consistent about just not doing a good job, yeah. Anyways, is there a DC themed direct to consumer this year? Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know really what's going on with DC this year, except for the Zack Snyder cut.
I think there's a theory floating around that since that 66 Batmobile was revealed, that maybe the DTC would be a UCS version of it. That's the rumor I heard that was floating around.
I mean, I can see it.
As a rumor expert, I might have heard the same thing, but who knows?
It seems like a long shot, though. I mean, I could see it happening. It just seems like something that would be, kind of a long shot. But
so
I don't know. Lego's in a weird place right now.
$250 Harry Potter set coming out this year, no matter what. Now, again, which this is why I never reported on it, but you know how people were saying the chessboard is $250? It's not. It's $60, right? But like for me, it's like I've heard different things from different sources. The reason I haven't reported on it is no one exactly knows what it is, right? So that's kind of the issue.
All bricks count. What's up, Shazam?
Rick, join, sir.
Yeah, we'll jump in if you want.
You didn't send him a link, Hive. I'm disappointed in you. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
It's funny to say that because this morning, I don't even know if we had gone live or not. I was like so out of it. I was like, I'm not even sure who I've sent a link to, who I haven't. I'm not sure who's awake at the moment. Tech, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, it's Tech. Hey.
Tech.
Hey, buddy.
We love you, Tech.
I thought somebody said something about, are we getting a direct-to-consumer DC set this year? Yeah, we are.
I heard we were getting a 1966 Batcopter supposed to come with Penguin Submarine and the. Oh, okay.
I don't believe that's an accurate statement, but we are getting a direct-to-consumer Batman set this year. So
I don't know, man. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to be buying anyways because they're just coming out with everything, man.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything they're not going to make?
I mean, this day and age, especially with COVID, like Lego, did they say their sales were up 21%? Now, being a $1 billion company and your sales are up 21%, like that's insane.
But think about how odd that statement is, anyways, because their production has gone down because of COVID.
You think so, but
how did your production go down, but you went up in sales 21%?
So yes and no, you're right and you're wrong. Okay, so yeah, they produce less sets for like the bigger direct-to-consumer sets. Like I've seen emails from people saying that, right? They kind of limited certain sets. The thing is, like they're selling more of just everything, right? Because people are bored. So when the direct-to-consumer sets are on a sale, they're not going, oh, you know what, we'll wait. They're going, okay, we're going to buy a bunch of other sets while we're waiting. So that's why like 21%, I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
Well, no, I mean, like, when I say production is down, I'm talking like how they're running out of stuff or like the factories aren't at full capacity or that kind of thing. So it's just crazy to think that they haven't been able to make as many sets. And the sales are up. I believe the sales are up because you're right. It would make total sense that people can't really go out. So obviously, and not even just that, but like think about YouTube channels. Like, and I'll just use myself as an example. I mean, I'm like a snowball. Like I've been buying more and more and more. And 2020 was definitely a year I spent a buttload of money, more than I've ever spent on Lego.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes sense. It's just the dynamics and logistics of it are and unreal, you know.
Lucky Lego. I mean, that's why I feel like that's why they're every time we turn around, they do 18+ sets. So,
but BFAB, there's another thing that really would play in a factor to 21% increase in sales is raising your prices.
Yeah.
You know, they made those CMFs an extra $1. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, just in general, just how expensive their sets are. You know what I mean? So, of course, Riker farts. Well, I hope you said excuse me. and
what like the ultimate dad joke.
What kind of comment is that? He goes, bye.
He probably saw that I was there, and he'd probably come out of here. See ya.
Nah, but it's like when people like, if they don't like something, instead of just like leaving, they want to type in how they don't like it. So everybody needs to, they feel like everybody wants to know that they don't like it. It's like, nobody cares, dude.
I'm mad, bro.
I've already banned him from my channel. I didn't put up with his stuff. So
there's people that go out of their way just to be assholes. Yeah. And it's
it feels like he just banned himself because he was like, bye. So he's like, I guess there's nothing to do with it.
I mean, like, why go out of your way, right, to instigate or cause shit with people? You know, like, there's no point. Like, you're wasting your time. So.
So Brickman says it's been confirmed we're getting an AT-AT $800, 6,700 pieces basically. And that's another thing too. So we were just talking about sales increase. All right, normally they only have 2 UCS sets that come out a year, but now we're gonna get the gunship, the AT-AT, and then I don't know if it's gonna be UCS, but R2D2.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm cool with all of that. All that stuff sounds really good. And so for me, it's like I missed out on the first R2D2. I have most of the buildable characters. So being able to have the opportunity to get R2D2 again, even though it's going to be slightly different from what I saw.
No, I'm looking forward to it too. I
really have, dude,
because I've got Dio and BB-8. Like I have to have R2, man. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs his other boys. All the boys.
The boys are back in town.
all the droids are just rolling up. You have like this nice shot, this cinematic shot of them just like rolling in. You see me roll the head.
So BFAB, how you been, man? How you doing?
Other than work, life's been all over the place. I finally had when I say finally, that sounds cocky. I had a video bomb recently, like miserably bomb. And I'm like, I should delete my YouTube channel, blah, 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 blah.
I heard about that. Normally I catch your post, but I must have missed that one because somebody had said something like that. And I was like, no, of course he shouldn't like stop his channel.
Yeah, I was drunk. But like the thing is, like for me, it's like after 24 hours, I usually have 1,000 views at minimum. This video is doing so bad. After 48 hours, it only has 700 views. So I'm just like, well, is my channel dead? And I'm like, well, top 10 videos do well over time, but like that video took me like 2 weeks of work. Like I wasn't working on it, for 2 weeks. So that kind of like it makes you like not want to put a lot of efforts in. A video that I put 30 minutes in now has 5,000 views. I'm just like, what? Like, come on, why did
I think subconsciously the shorts videos did that to me, man.
Yeah.
Like I was just looking around and I'm like and again, I don't mean it in a bad way. It just I think it kind of took some of the wind out of my sails. As far as doing like a normal type of video that I would do before.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, dude, I'm again, when I say this, take it with a grain of salt, okay? I'm not trying to be egotistical about it, but I put a lot of work into my videos, man. I can keep improving and getting better, and I'm obviously not the best at it, but I put a lot of work into it, and I just can't. I don't know if it's because of the content or for the algorithm or just whatever, but I just can't get over this hump. You know what I mean? And then I see somebody building this for less than a minute and getting like 80,000 views. And I'm like, well, that's good. I'm happy for him. I'm like, but what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
You know? So I just, and that's not like, that was just an example. I mean, a lot of people get creative with the shorts and stuff, but I mean, just an example that, you know, I'm like, I just don't want to do reviews anymore, really, the way I used to. I don't really want to do speed builds really the way I used to, at least not that often, because the market is saturated.
Yep.
Some stuff is good, some stuff is bad, and I don't fault anybody at all for making their channel and making videos. It just happens to be the circumstances that there's a lot of us.
Yeah.
And BFAB saying what he said, even though it could just be like kind of a glitch thing right now, you know what I mean? But you know, he can notice the drop in some views. Now, do I think it's because BFAB did anything different or he isn't doing something good enough? No, I don't think it has anything to do with that at all. I think there's just so, and like, dude, we keep seeing more and more new YouTubers, and I'm not, again, saying it's bad. I love the community. I love to see it grow, but if you can't watch 50 videos at once.
Well, also, it's like YouTube is promoting people who post daily. Like, when I posted 15 days in a row, I've never seen views this high on my channel. Like, minimum after 24 hours is getting 2,000 views, right? Mm-hmm. And I think, average video was like 2,000 to 3,000 views, right? So it's just like after 24 hours, and I'm like, wow, this is paying off. But like, I got burnt out after posting 15 days in a row, stopped for a week. Then it's just like that. Then I'm averaging 1,000 views after that, right? So it's just like, wow. So you need to, honestly, if you want to be able to promote, I mean, look at like people like Emily or like Brickin' It who were posting daily. They're killing it right now, you know? Yeah. And so I think that it proves that if you post daily, you will grow because the algorithm will promote you. And I know it's true. So it's like, if I can get in that mindset of posting daily again, my channel will grow.
Well, I mean, even when I was posting more often, I was definitely getting a lot more views.
I don't know.
Not as many as Brickin' It and Emily, but yeah, you're right. Because you got to post at least a couple times a month, man. I mean, if you're gonna try and stay any kind of relevant in the algorithm. Lego Jedi Master, what's up? Good morning. Brick Ivett, it is a shame that everyone is a slave to the algorithm. I mean, but look, here's the thing, because people have channels for different reasons. When I first started my channel, I really did it because I wanted a channel. I wanted to be in the community. I wanted to show off and do stuff with my Lego. You know,
show off? You do it every time you show your face high.
So it started off very simple at first, but more and more, especially within the last year, I've really wanted to take it real serious and try and make something out of it. The only problem is I'm chained down by my job, and I can't break away from it because I have an extreme bills, you know what I mean? But I can't work fully on the channel because I'm dead tired all the time. So I don't know. It's one of those things that that's why I started doing the stop motion stuff, because I liked it a lot, first of all, but I just figured that would be a good niche for me to get into, because I can work more behind the scenes and then just put the stuff out, you know. We have a guest. We have Rick. All Bricks count is here.
Where?
What?
Hey, Rick.
Where?
Babyface Rick.
I'm in disguise today.
I didn't.
I'm running from the law.
Yesterday, I didn't notice you yesterday. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh, that's Rick. So.
Yeah, I'm on the run.
I noticed there's some new people in the chat as well. Open Build Repeat. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to all of you. Brick Assault Productions. Snap says Brick Hive, it's quality, not quantity, or quantity, not quality. Wait, it's quality, not quantity.
But that's not true when it comes to the algorithm. Like, when I was putting out daily videos, like, a lot of people said they were good, but I felt like a lot of them were shit filler videos. But because I was posting daily, the algorithm was promoting me like crazy.
That's a very hard balance to get.
Yeah.
Because you're right, BFAB. Because it's weird because on both sides. Because yes, if you upload daily, even if you're not doing really great content, the algorithm will pick you up. But if you have really good content, you don't upload that often. When enough people start seeing you and you get the word of mouth or they share a video or whatever, obviously, I mean, if I put out a stop motion right now that was flawless, you know, none of my mistakes, none of flashing or something moving, it was a flawless and a good story, it probably wouldn't take off for a long time.
Yeah.
No matter how good it is. Because I'm just too small and this big sea of YouTubers, man, for it to just blow up immediately. I'm not saying it can't happen.
Yeah.
It could, but it probably would just sit, you know, for a while. Because I've got some pretty okay stop motions, you know what I mean, that I feel would do better than some of my other videos, but they haven't. So I think it's just a matter of time, algorithm, people picking it up, you know what I mean, word of mouth. Because I'm flattered and honored that all of you come to my channel.
As soon as I get paid, some person in like Croatia keeps sending me money to go to the
Dude, I mean, it's crazy. I don't think I'm that special, man, that everybody would come hang out and talk to me and talk with each other and, you know what I mean, and share this experience.
I thought the same way. Hi, why do you think you haven't seen me in a while? No, can I get you to work?
I was like, "Where's BFAB, man? Come on,
you asshole! Come on, I'm trying to be nice."
Like, I always tell him he needs to work, and then he works and doesn't hang out with me. I hate him. Oh gosh.
No, you're great, Hive. I think that you in general. I mean, I enjoy talking to you. So yeah.
I enjoy talking to you too, man.
Woohoo!
Well, I mean,
Kumbaya, my lord.
No, it's not a religious experience, believe me. I don't know, man. Look, I have a lot of friends in this community, and I keep making more and more of them every day. But obviously, there's a handful that have been with me kind of almost really since the beginning, almost. You know what I mean? So, you know, and BFAB's one of them. You know, and Sands and Greg, and I was talking about it yesterday on the Transatlantic, man. Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah, how does that work?
No, but no, I mean, it's dude, our community is incredible, man. Even if we do have some trauma or some trolls or whatever once in a while, you know what I mean? It's just, it's. Look, man, when I came out of my dark ages, I didn't have nobody to hang out with to talk to, man. I had no clue about the YouTube community.
Yeah,
I just building Lego at home, showing my wife. I'm like, man, look how cool this is. Like, yeah, baby, that's awesome. Like, man, I need some friends. and look what happened. I'm like, holy cow, look at all these people out here. 117 says, no, the beard is gone, Rick.
Don't worry, it'll be back. I always grow it out until it itches, and then.
Well, you know, you
look 2 years younger, Rick.
I was gonna say 20, but we'll go with 2.
Oh, wow.
Rick has a baby face without the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me too. I would shave it more often, but this is how
I like having a beard, and it's not because I can't rock a face without a beard, but I've done it before. It's just I have like 8 chins at the moment, and so I have an excuse not to lose weight. I have the beard. You can't see it if it's hiding, so yeah.
You have 8 chins?
At least 8.
So when COVID came around, he loved it and wear the mask, you know, hide everything.
Those Instagram photos, man, I'm telling you, I don't see no 8 chins.
It's very easy to hide the chins. You just got to know the angles. Know where to look.
Like
I think for me, like a lot of people like BFAB, you should show your face more. Like a lot of people do say that, and it's just like I would, but like I don't Photoshop my photos, but I know angles, right? Like I can't angle my face a certain way for a whole stream. That would be painful.
You know, it blows my mind, BFAB, because look, I say this very comfortably, okay? BFAB, you're a good-looking dude, man. Like,
woohoo! Yeah.
I mean, and look, obviously, I can't force change your perspective about yourself. That's something internally you'd have to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, it blows my mind, man. Like,
I agree with
you don't show your face and stuff. Like, and it's not like nobody's seen it. Well, a lot of people haven't, but
yeah, they never lived to tell the story.
I want to see the results of all this tanning. I don't know. I keep hearing about it, but you know.
In 5 years, I'm gonna make a video on my channel like, hey guys, I'm trying to inform you that I have skin cancer. if you could donate to my GoFundMe, I'd appreciate it. And then everyone's like, no, BFAB, we told you for 5 years not to go to the tanning bed.
You said, stop it. Stop tanning yourself.
People, they're like, dude, we warned you, okay? And you still did it.
You're like, but I want to be bronze.
That being said, like, I think I would have stopped going to the tanning bed a while ago if it wasn't for like the ladies that work there. They're so nice to me. I feel like a celebrity every time I walk in there. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going here forever. So yeah. Like, oh my goodness, it's blah 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 blah.
Chance to watch Sans Easter egg surprise video.
You posted a new video?
On his SANS video or channel, yes.
I made a joke today. Earlier, I was in a stream from Snot Okay, and I made a joke. So Brick Adjuster was in the chat, and he's like, my kids, they hide Easter eggs around the house, and they're having a lot of fun. So I'm like, dude, I hide children around the house and hope the police don't find them.
Oh, no.
Jeez. Wait, how well do they know you, BFAB?
Brick Adjuster? He's known me for like 7 years.
Okay, so they at least know your sense
But
of humor.
the person's chat that I was in is Not Okay. She's a newer YouTuber. I think he's been around for like 3 months, or if that.
Yeah, I saw her the other day. She seems very nice.
Yeah, she's a really nice person.
Did she not like your joke?
Oh no, they all started laughing. I'm just like,
well, good, man, good. Thank you.
You go in certain chats, and I don't know. I don't know what line to cross in certain chats. Like, I told people, like, if I realize they're uncomfortable with some of my jokes or, like, it's not that vibe. Like, Jazz's streams, like, I'll go up to a Jazz stream and I usually won't cross line. Every once in a while something will slip, but, like, I try to keep it very deep, you know?
Like, I know, but it's like people... BFAB's really not hiding children in his basement. I promise he's not. I promise he's not doing that. BFAB, you better not be doing that.
I don't have a basement anymore, so...
BFAB, you better not be doing that. I'm vouching for you, man.
Okay, well, I need to go and call the police. Anyway, I do gotta go. I'm done the number 9 bags. It was
let's take a look at that real quick.
Pool table's gonna go here, which is pretty
nice.
Neat. Oh, sweet! This is actually the 3rd story.
I love that set so much.
Yeah, it's a cool set. Oh, yeah. I squashed Slimer. There you
go. Brick Assault, thank you for the compliment on the hat. I appreciate that.
Appreciate the invite, Hive.
Hey, anytime, brother. Hopefully I can make another one your Saturday morning. But thanks for coming on, man.
Bye, Rick. Bye, T-Mod. Bye, BFAB.
Take it easy, Jazz.
Take care, Jazz. Have fun.
Brick Assault says, I'm trying to count how many Hive streams I have watched. Probably 20-something. Well, there's at least 150 of them.
you suck, man. Go watch more.
No, crap! I didn't realize how that sounded.
I'm disappointed.
No, I didn't mean it like that, dude. Only 145 more to go.
Watch hours are important. Damn it.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I was just thinking how many I might have.
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
Well, because I have more Hive streams probably than the other video that I've done. Oh, hey, we have a guest.
Done.
Hey, Doc.
Why do you always say it like that? Just like, it's just me. Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
Future is so bright.
And just to let you all know, that's how I met BFAB when I escaped his basement. Just to let you know.
I knew it. I should have vouched for him on that one.
It's true.
Yeah. He ran out the house and he got away. I'm just like, you're free to go.
Dude, I could just see
exactly. That's the deal. That's the deal he gets you when he takes you. You can escape. You're free.
Running out of BFAB's house, wailing his arms. Get me out of here.
Help me. I'm free. No.
How long were you down there that you didn't have sun that long? It turned your skin and like salmon.
That's exactly. I got burned.
Doc is in the tank been longer than me.
BFAB is an acquired taste. Thought the same about beer. Now I love beer.
Woohoo!
Well, I feel like too much of BFAB could get you drunk.
I mean, the thing is, like, so I've been chatting with Open Bill Repeat on a lot of Nick's stream, Brick Adjuster stream recently. He's a really cool guy. And you could tell he's, like, super smart in general. Like, every time he's chatting, I feel more stupid because he's smart. You can tell he's smart. Like, you can tell he's kind of dulling down a little bit just so he can fit in with us, but, like, you can tell the guy.
Look, he's dumbing down to hang out with us.
I want to tell smart people out there, I appreciate when they dumb stuff down for us.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm pretty good at like a philosophy kind of smart kind of thing. You know what I mean? I can think deep, but if you ask me to do a math equation, man, I'm gonna drool out of my mouth and not know.
I'm gonna pull out a calculator and be like, hang on, and let me see what this machine says.
Oh my gosh, I saw a great meme the other day about something that said it had like an adult flicking his teacher off when he was young or something like that, and saying like, yeah, I do have a calculator everywhere I go now. You know how like teachers used to be like, you're not gonna have a calculator everywhere you go. You need to know how to do the math.
Yeah.
Hey, Brick Council, what's up, brother? I heard you know how to throw some beats down, man.
Yeah, him? I was saying Tommy earlier, not the Brick.
Oh, my bad. Wrong person.
Tommy.
I mean, unless you do know how to throw some beats down, then that's good.
I don't know. TBC thinks pretty fast on his feet. I would love to see a little rap battle just to see what he could come up with. Because he's very quick. You know, he thinks pretty quick.
Yeah, rapping's a skill, though, you know.
Well, because I'm trying to see if somebody can make me a musical intro, like 5 to 10 seconds long, and I'll pay them for it. And it doesn't matter. I don't even care, like, what instrument or if it's beats or guitar.
Is there a reason you're not looking at the Fiverr service? You pay a little money. Fiverr. You ever hear of it?
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Fiverr is actually probably a good idea, too.
Get the Fiverr app and, pay a small amount and get someone to do something for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should check it out.
Could be a graphical intro or an audio intro, whatever you need.
No, just audio. I just want something
people on Fiverr
that could be specifically just for my channel. You know what I mean? And I want it to be kind of catchy, or like something that you nod your head to. Chef, happy snappy Easter to you. Doc, how much did your puppet? Doc is the puppet.
How much am I? What?
I guess he wants to know how much you're worth.
I'm not for sale.
He's worth every penny.
I'm backing up now.
I was like, I think we offended Doc.
It's like that. The chat's scaring me now. I mean,
like, are you gonna sell Doc on the black market? Blocksmith, what's up, buddy? He says Doc is majorly overmodulated. My ears are bleeding. I don't know what that means. He sounds okay.
I think you say your voice is annoying, Doc. Why would you say that?
Oh, that's not cool.
Wow.
Painful.
I mean, I've heard the same thing in like all my videos. People are like, dude, shut up! Your stupid lisp is so annoying. Can you stop talking? So
you have a lisp?
I know, it's so obvious.
I didn't really notice.
Yeah.
Sans, who are you talking to? Me?
In church, we'd be in church, not at church, but yeah.
My mother, she went to church today. She's like, "Oh, son, you want to go to church with me?" And I'm like, "Do I want to kill myself? No." And so I didn't go.
Well, here we have T-Mog, Doc, and the Holy B-Fab.
Don't get me started on that dang T-Mog guy.
Again, I'm not crapping on people that are religious. I was raised Christian. I don't know what I identify as now, but I'm just saying, like church is a great place to fall asleep. Can I tell you this?
Dude, like, I remember my family was
It's
Catholic.
not a great place. Those benches are uncomfortable.
Oh my god, dude. My family was Catholic, so I remember like when we went to church, like
stand, kneel, sit, kneel, stand, stand, genuflect, cross yourself.
Luckily, I had a good imagination, so I would just picture like sci-fi battles in church and stuff while we were just sitting there.
It's like that's why earbuds were invented, so you can just put the earbuds in, be casual.
Let's go back to that scene in The Simpsons when Homer's got the glasses with the eyes open. He's just like laying there asleep, but it looks like he's awake.
Well, the thing is that like everyone stand up and clap your hands and pray to Jesus and dance.
Well, that's why I was saying like if I did go back to church and stuff, like I want to be like in a black church, man, because they're all dancing and singing and they seem happy. I remember being in a Catholic church and they were like,
oh my god, they're so never go to a Catholic church. They're the worst. I still remember, and I think I already told you guys the story. I remember the first time I went to a Catholic church, my little brother and I were there, and they started singing to the organ. Me and my little brother start bursting out, like cackling, like laughing. And everyone's like looking at us because we're laughing while they're all like singing horribly. And my mother's like, you guys embarrass me, you guys are horrible kids, blah, blah, blah. But it's because they were so bad at singing, we just burst out dying of laughter.
But listen, for anybody out there listening and watching this right now, I mean, if you're religious and all that, that's fine, man. I don't want you to think that we're trying to hate on you.
Yeah, no.
You know, look, if I was gonna start hating on religion, I wouldn't even know where to start, man. Like, there's like 20,000
Scientologists.
Well, there's like 20,000 denominations of Christianity, man. I mean,
yeah,
just in Christianity, yeah. And then you go Scientologists and like Mormons and Jehovah Witnesses, and
I would just begin with Scientology. Be like, okay, let's just attack them.
And now there's like, isn't there like a weed church or something?
Oh, weed?
I feel like I saw something.
Oh, I went down. I know there's one for peyote. Peyote, you can peyote.
Really? Wow. BBTV says our church is online. Well, I did say
That's
that.
easy.
The T-Mog, the Doc, and the Holy BFAB. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be blasphemous.
I think that for me, it's like when I was raised like radical religious, where like my parents literally thought like if I collected a Lego, like when I'd get Lego magazines.
Oh hell yeah!
With Harry Potter pages in them, they'd rip them out, right?
Dude, my
they'd
cousin...
go to the magazine and rip out the pages. So I had just like shit magazines in general, right? So it's just like I'm like, wow, this is annoying. And then as I grew up, once Lego re-released those, like made the new Harry Potter sets, I'm like, I'm buying them all. Bought the full wave day one, other than the trade. I got it a week later. I'm just like, no. You and I love those sets, and so it is my goal to own every single Harry Potter set from 2018 forward, which I think I've done pretty decent with that. Other than I'm missing a few 2019 ones, but it's like it's just like the stupid stuff you believe in. Like my mother said that, and not even kidding, and she believed it because she saw a YouTube video about it, that Michael Jackson is dancing with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in hell right now. Okay. And she was so, like, she literally believed it. So I was like, you're stupid. Like, I know a lot of people don't call your parents stupid unless they are. But like, she actually believed it. And so, like, I'm arguing with her saying, no, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are not real. Number one.
Number one.
Dude, I remember years ago talking to my grandmother before she had passed away, man, and she was telling me, she's like, you need to go to church, Brandon. And I was like, nah, Grandma. I was like, it's just, I was like giving her reasons why I really shouldn't. And then she's like, well, she's like, I love you, but you're gonna go to hell. I was like,
thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Grandma.
Thanks, Grandma. I love you too. And I was like, and she's like, and she even told me, she's like, baby, you're like one of the nicest people I know, but you're gonna go to hell if you don't accept your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I was like, damn it, Grandma. It's like,
right, you're like, but that's not a requisite for me to go to church. Okay, if I accept Jesus, I can stay at home, right? That's the whole idea. I'm saved now. I don't need to go to that house. What's the deal?
It was so conflicting. I was like, I love you, Grandma.
You just gotta say Brother Bernard how we go to church.
It's hard to take damnation from someone who smells like mothballs and mentholyptus. You know?
Yeah,
we love you, Nana, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm not against religion, and for me, it's like I still believe. I think though, like everything's very loose. Like I'd still say that I identify as a Christian, but it's still very like loose. Like I will never tell people what to believe in. I don't believe in all these like bullshit things. I will never force religion on people because I hate when other people do it to me. Right? But I'm always willing to listen. I don't have to agree with you to start a conversation. If you are a Satanist and you worship Satan, I want to know why. I want to know like the inner logic that kind of goes behind your belief. But I will never tell you your beliefs are wrong because I believe that religion, even though like a lot of people don't agree with it or they believe it's like fake or this or that, I think people use religion as a comfort thing. Like for all I know, God could be fake.
I do too.
Right? This,
praise
like, this,
Skeletor.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a comfort.
No, I completely agree with you. I mean, I think most people do use it as a comfort thing because think about it.
Yeah.
Like, without getting into too much detail about it, I mean, look.
Too late.
I have the type of mindset, and it's not just religion. It's with anything. I don't believe in anything without empirical scientific evidence. Okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's religion or leprechauns or ghosts or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's not because I'm trying to be cynical or anything like that. It's just once I've opened that part of my brain, I can't close it. I can't lie to myself, you know what I mean, and pretend to be about something if I'm really not mentally, you know what I mean, if I'm not really there. But of course, if something happened to my daughter, of course I would want her to be, you know what I mean, in a heaven, you know what I mean, or a place, you know what I mean? Of course I would. But that doesn't mean I can lie to myself about it. You know what I mean? And I don't blame anybody for, like I said, like BFAB said, if you believe something, man, like that's all you. You'd be great. It just, you know, it's not everybody can do that.
Oh, yeah.
But I understand the comfort part, man. I really do. You know, a lot of people, and myself included, even if it's a subconscious thing, it's hard to deal with certain things, man. And your brain has to be able to deal with things sometimes, and it doesn't know how to. And sometimes that's the thing. You try and create some type of comfort, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways, man. Sometimes indoctrination. Sometimes it's just, you know, you feel other people are right about something. So, you know.
Yeah. I think, though, at the end of the day, like, I think that we all kind of agree with, like, never force people to believe in what you believe in, because that's just rubbish. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You know,
it shouldn't have to be forced.
Unless
Well,
it's
that's what I
bionicles,
mean,
in
that's
which
why-
case we should force everyone.
Yeah.
Boo! That's like promoting Technic. Why would you do it? I mean, just why? Why?
Well, there's that.
the thing is, like, for me, it's like my
What was
parents
that, Doc?
forced me to,
Oh my
go
God,
to church,
yeah.
to do this, to do that, right? And
Right,
like,
right.
they would tell me I was going to hell if I didn't do that. So like, I strayed away from religion for a while. Like, I'm not gonna say, like I said, I loosely identify as a Christian, but like,
Yeah.
I don't like religious people. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna take back what I said. I like religious people. I don't like forceful religious people. Because at the end of the day, you should be able to believe who you want to, like, what you believe in or what you want to believe in, and still we should be able to get along. Like, if all of a
Yeah,
sudden you guys
of
start
course.
worshiping Satan, like, I might not go to your seminars of worshiping Satan, but I'm not, like, I'll still chat with you. I'll still have discussions. I'll still treat you as how I treat everyone else, you know? I'll still be an asshole. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it doesn't affect my life. You have to do what's good for you and what's best for you. And
Yeah.
it's like, don't have other people's opinions or, you know, beliefs forced. Like, don't change your beliefs because somebody tells you to, because you shouldn't have to, right? Like, it's like, do what makes you feel good, and whatever you do, as long as you're not killing people. Now, you kill
Right.
people as part of your religion, I'm coming for you.
Yeah,
But
that's not cool.
you know, like,
Okay.
other than that, you know, we're good.
I hear that. Macro Bricks, Gary, good morning to you.
Who's
Who
Gary?
else is out there? Gary is, I'm afraid I'm going to say his last name wrong, but I'm going to give it a shot, Gary. You tell me if I say it wrong. Mulane? Gary Mulane? Mullen? I don't think it's Mullen.
It's
I
probably
feel like-
Mulaney, but no, I can barely read. I don't have my
Oh, okay.
reading. I don't have my reading glasses on.
You're being literal.
Especially from
Daddy
Ireland,
Black.
I would say Mulaney too.
But anyway, who hates the Roadrunner's legs? It looks like he's wearing pants. It just pisses me off every time I
Well,
just
why
think
did they
about
do a print on his legs, dude?
it. A print. They should have done some special legs. It's like Boba Fett, or not, what's his name? Darth Maul had special legs. They could. He looks like he's wearing pants. He's just wearing pants. It's just horrible. It's horrible.
If
I
they did just a little stick of legs, it would break easily, and people are going to be feeling the packets. There's
How
going to
about
be
a
some
little
stores that'll
mold that
allow
looks
it.
like a puff of smoke for the
Okay.
legs?
I
So
still
it
think-
looks
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's running
that
or
would've
something.
been-
Yeah, the behind it or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Actually,
the
that
thing
would've
is,
been
in
good
the
for,
series, they did introduce a lot of new, let me rephrase that. They introduced a lot of new molds, but it's all for, like, their heads, right? Like, literally, from what I recall, there's no new accessories, which is disappointing, but I don't know, like, what they would make, right? Because everything in Looney Tunes is quite generic. So you can't really go out of your way to make new accessories. But,
Well,
like,
it's the printed cheese, and there could have been a tornado for the Tasmanian devil.
They could
Yeah.
have done a baseball bat for.
but
Oh, they didn't do. They
isn't
didn't do
that what he's on? He's on the circular dish piece that seems to be new.
Well, like I said,
That-
man, I think the molds look great. I just think
Yeah.
that the bodies and all that look crappy.
Kind of weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there's
feel
just like that's the other thing with the Sesame Street people too. I'm just kind of like, no, they look like minifigures with weird heads. No.
I'm just saying, dude,
I
from a
love
high
the
quality
Sesame
product, I would
Street
expect
set.
more. That's
Doc,
all.
you can love the Sesame Street set. You're a freaking Muppet.
Yeah, the figures look horrible. They look horrible. They are not representatives. No, they don't. They look
we don't
horrible.
get count like
Horrible.
one,
Horrible.
two, like literally, the count is the only reason why I know math. Like
Well,
everything I learned was from the count.
Two big
That's
lips.
so-
two big lips.
There you go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh Lord! Oh Lord!
You was in the stream the other night when I got called racist for calling those Chinese hats like the tops of water towers or something, and I wasn't the one that originally.
Oh my god! Hashtag stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate! Stop it now! Stop it now! Oh my god! Why would you say that?
But it was the hat.
It's as bad as Sans dressing up as an Asian guy and putting on that fake mustache. Oh my god! I am still triggered by that. I'm like subscribed to Iosta, and that was like the thumbnail. I didn't even click the video. I was like, nope. I almost unsubscribed at that moment. I was so triggered. Oh my god!
I wouldn't do that, but like some of my jokes, I can't say that like as a video. I wouldn't do that, but like my jokes cross the line all the time. Like they can be racist, sexist, homophobic. Now remember, they're just jokes, though, right? Like I think like context matters. Like I'm not bullying people. Like if I saw, let's say I made a gay joke. Would I actually bully a gay person? Really? No, I love gay people. They're great, right? But it's like, I think that for me, it's like a lot of the jokes I do are out of reaction. And I think you have to kind of read the room. If you could tell the person's uncomfortable with it, you don't do it, right? But like at the end of the day, it's just like, you can't be so PG. You got to be fun, right? And sometimes you have to cross the line.
Look.
And like, you don't want people to feel uncomfortable. And the second you know someone's uncomfortable, you stop and you apologize. But like, I'm not going to be scared of what other people think. Like, you got to be careful in what case. Like, for me, like, it's gotten me fired from jobs before. But like, treat everyone equal, but also be able to make fun of everyone. But don't do it in a hateful way. Like,
well, here's the thing, you can't not do something in a hateful way because hate is an opinion and it's about content and perception.
Yeah.
For instance, a lot of people out there might be like, you cannot make rape jokes. That is you can't. That's stepping over the line. But how many times we laughed about like prison jokes where you drop the soap?
Yeah.
How many times we laughed about those types of jokes? Those are rape jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's about perception, you know what I mean? Context.
Yeah, you also got to be able to read the room because, like, for me, it's like I might make a joke, and like I don't know how it affects each person individually, and that's why for me, there's certain like streams. Again, like I say, I adjust to each person's kind of personality. If I know you can take it, I'll roll with it. Well, but like I don't know everyone's life story.
I explained a lot of this to my daughter.
Yeah,
in a different kind of way because when she was younger, she asked me. Why black people call each other the N-word. Okay?
Yeah, because they can. That's
why. Right. Well, I told her, I was like, well, let's take it a little further back. I was like, that's for black people. I was like, but I see girls all the time call each other bitches.
Yeah.
In a whatever kind of way. You know what I mean? Not in
friendly
like that,
way.
Right, the friendly way. But if I walked up and said, what's up, bitches? Like, they might really take offense to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with gay people. I've seen plenty of my gay friends call each other fags all the time. You know what I mean? But if I walked up to one of them and say, hey, what's up, fag? Like, that they're going to be offended probably by it or something. You know what I mean? Even on a white person perspective, I'm not going to lie. If I saw a black person call me a cracker, I might feel a certain kind of way about it. I don't think I'd do anything because it's what I don't care that much. But if my buddy, he calls me a cracker all the time. But he's white, so I don't, it's about perspective and context. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what I tried to explain to her. And I said, just like how you're not going to talk to grandmother the same type of way you talk to your friends.
Yeah.
It's just about where you're at, reading the room, like you said, BFAB, reading the room. If you go to a comedy show that's Dave Chappelle's having, you better know what Dave Chappelle's comedy routine is like, or you're going to be in for a shock. You know what I mean? Generally, that's why a lot of times I'll put disclaimers on the Hive stream descriptions, just saying basically nobody should watch it. But that's because I would hope to think, unless you're brand new and you've never seen a Hive stream before, but most people would know, like, okay, we know we're kind of getting with a Hive stream. You know what I mean? But context.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, it's like, if people expect me to change and stop making certain jokes and this, like, I'm not going to stop, but I also respect people enough where I'm not going to go out of my way to make them feel uncomfortable, because I don't know people, like on a Hive stream or even on your streams, I don't mind crossing the line a lot of the times. I mean, I know how you guys act, right? But like, if I'm on I don't know, let's say,
but there's even lines we won't cross.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I think I cross that. Every line that's there, I'll cross it. But I just like you gotta know when to like stop, right? I mean, it's like, you know, if let's say I made a rape joke, right, and there's a rape victim in the chat. One, I don't know that, right? But like, if I did know that, I wouldn't make that joke because I'm not trying to make them relive something, even though I think it's funny. They don't think it's funny, right?
And
so
look,
it's just
that's
like,
a good point, BFAB, because this is why, despite what some people might think about you or me or maybe Sands or something like that, that's why you guys are my friends. Because a lot of people, they just see that exterior where like you make this joke or whatever, and they're like, man, that guy's, he's mean or whatever. It's like, no.
He's mean. He's mean. We hate him.
Look, if I won't hang out with anybody or be friends with anybody if they don't have at least a good heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at least way deep down inside, you have a good heart. You know what I mean?
Once I chip away all the scum, there he is. Look at that, shiny and gold.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Dig under the layers of tan.
And look, we make fun of ourselves probably more than anybody, man.
yeah.
Like what Rick just said. You know what I mean? Like we joke around with each other, probably, like I said, more than anybody. So it's not like we
fun,
don't take the
though.
heat,
Like,
you know.
Like, if we can't, like, there's been people where I poked fun at them, and they take it really badly, right? They
I
take it
know.
really poor. They're like, wow, BFAB's an asshole, he's bullying me, or they snap off on me, and I'm like, guys, if I didn't think you were cool, I wouldn't joke around with you. If I don't joke around with you, it's because I don't consider you either a friend or I don't consider you close, because if I'm not joking with you, I think you're just a boring shit person, right? Like, that's literally, like, if I can joke around you or joke to you, I at least either want to be your friend or at least acquainted with you. If I don't joke around with you, I'm like, wow, this person's boring. I'm just going to be basic with them. You know that you're on my good side if I can poke fun at you, but it's like, I don't mean anything by it. Like, if I realize, like, something's traumatic and it bothers someone, I will stop on my own. But, like, just picture if we were all just generic, like, okay, oh, that's...
No names.
I was about to shade somebody, and I'm like, no, that's so mean. But there's these streams that we see all the time where they just talk Lego, and I would rather take a shit than watch their content. Like, literally, it's just they're boring. Hey, y'all, see that new Lego City update number 75? Oh yeah, you saw that new city update? Oh yeah. And then like, oh, hey, I'm about to auction off.
I don't like that police copter.
Like literally, like
again with that police copter.
I don't know why people watch that stuff because it's like you're so generic, you're so boring. There's no entertainment. People aren't having fun. Y'all seem like you're miserable on the streams. So it's just like, for me, it's like, yeah, you might not like my jokes, or you might not like Hive's jokes or anyone else's jokes here, but we're having fun and you're laughing. You're enjoying your time here. You're not falling asleep when you're watching, person A or B stream.
Well, sometimes they can't fall asleep because we're really loud.
Yeah.
They're like, man, I'm trying to sleep on this stream.
It's all about personality. You have to have personality. If you're doing live streams, you got to have people on there that are entertaining. You can't just be generic Lego fan talking about Lego for 5 hours. People are not going to have fun. If you want to hear someone talk about a certain Lego thing for a couple minutes, watch a fucking video, because those are more entertaining, but they're high production value. We don't want you and your goon sitting around a circle jerk, like, talking about, like, the latest Lego set for 5 hours, and you sound so miserable. Like, that's just how that is. So
no, I hear you. Knights of Glen, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Has anyone ever gotten scared for watching a scary movie? Yeah, actually, years ago, I watched a movie called In the Mouth of Madness. That movie scared the crap out of me, man. Like, literally. And I was an adult. I was like 20, 21.
It sounds
I had to go to bed that night with the lights on. I was scared. And I don't even believe in any of that stuff, dude. I was still scared.
The original Pet Sematary movie,
oh,
this is going back, right? So, high school, I was a statistician for a lot of the sports events. And my wife was coaching. She was coaching the girls' basketball team. We went to the coach's house for end of season party, and we watched on, I guess it was VHS or whatever, Pet Sematary. Great movie, right? Based on the book. And if you know anything about Pet Sematary and what happens, we leave the party and we start walking home late at night, black cat's following us. We couldn't make this black cat stop following us. It made us trip out so badly. 30 minutes walking home in the dark, and of course what happens? Street lights go out. This is just getting worse as we're walking home. And, you know, I'm 18, 19, my wife's 18 at the time. It's like, we're really flipping out. That movie really affected us. I couldn't watch it for years after that. Just because of that. Watching the movie, which was a great movie, and then walking home and just feeling like the animals are following us. Something's going on. And that was the effect of a good movie. I mean, I don't like everything Stephen King has done, but the original.
Well, I'm a
huge
fan of his when the books are concerned. Like the movies are always kind of 50-50 depending on what one it is. Yeah. But his books, man.
They are page turners.
Yeah. Like I remember 2 books that always stick out to me of his. One was The Stand, because that had such a bleak ending, even weirdly bleaker than the movie did. And the other
I'm
one,
afraid to watch the movie because the book was so good.
Yeah, it doesn't do it justice. It's all right, but it doesn't do it justice. But there's good acting in it and stuff like that.
Have you seen the recent reboot of the whole miniseries?
Nah, you talking about the story, like the show? No, because it seems like it's way different than what it's.
It's kind of weird with Whoopi Goldberg as the old lady, and it's just kind of like.
Oh, you're talking about The Stand.
Yeah, The Stand.
Oh, what did I say? Did I say
don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I meant to say The Mist.
The Mist, Mike. Yeah, The Mist was good as a book. The movie sucked like.
I didn't hate the movie, but it wasn't as good.
Come on. The Fog was better, and The Fog sucked.
That's the one that had the Superman dude in it. The guy was in Smallville, I think. But the other book was actually it was a novella or something. I don't think it was an actual whole book, but it was called The Long Walk. And I would love to see a movie made about that. Yeah, it was really, really good. And it wasn't even like scary. It didn't have like monsters or anything in it.
That was the one where you get the ticket and whoever wins the walk gets to.
They get like whatever they want, but you don't really.
Yeah, and everybody else dies or whatever.
Because the walk is down like the whole East Coast or something, like from Maine to.
It's a forced march too. You know, it's like water breaks every so often, and they stretch them further and further out. And it's all these teenage kids too. It's horrific.
So the census of the story is like all these kids are in this thing called the walk, where you have to keep walking. Like you can slow down some, but you can't walk slower than like maybe like a mile per hour or something. Like there's a certain amount, and you definitely can't stop. And then,
they're guards with guns.
Yeah, and you get like 3 strikes within a certain amount of time. You got to work off the strike or whatever. But if you get it out, then they just shoot you right there in the middle of the road.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's really, really good story. Brick Room, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing good, Nancy Quinn.
Okay, did anybody get an Easter set? It is Easter.
I don't know yet.
Do we look like Birdman's here?
I mean, I got that gift with purchase Easter set. Does that count?
Yeah.
I should raffle that off.
I'm not going to worship a fucking buddy.
I don't want that thing.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah, the Carrot House. There it is, Carrot House.
I actually didn't like it at first, but now that I have it built, I like it so much. I integrated it into like my corner.
But T-Mod, you have low standards, okay? We're talking about people with
I know. I have bad taste in everything and anything, even with the friends I hang out with.
So I was broke that week where they first dropped the Amelia Earhart promo, and you could have doubled up on it, got the Book of Monsters and the Amelia Earhart promo, right? Well, because I was so broke, I missed out on. I'm mad, and then all of a sudden, a week later, when I have money, also like, oh, you can get a fucking Carrot Top Bunny house. I'm just like, no, I could have got 2 free promos. You're gonna offer me a Bunny Carrot Top house over the Amelia Earhart promo and the Book of Monsters?
I really do like that Carrot House, though. But this is the one I don't want.
The egg or whatever.
Like you, Hive.
I really did. I just didn't care for it.
Hive, I think that you and the chick look the same, especially with your yellow shirt. You guys are twinning.
Dude, chicks, man. Crow Judgment. You know, I was just thinking we needed some judgment up in here.
I'm already doing it.
Yeah, that's already been judging everybody. In Brickham's Den, John Carpenter's The Thing, good one. I also saw Children of the Corn and Candyman from Open Build Repeat. I remember both of those had some moments. I didn't like any of the sequels to Children of the Corn. And the book, the short story was nothing like the movie either, really.
Yeah, the movie.
But when are they? I mean, I remember watching Maximum Overdrive. And I was like, what the hell is this, dude? This is nothing like a short story. There was a short story called Trucks. And it was basically the same concept, but just it was the ending. Because didn't they get away in the movie? Because at the ending of the short story, that's how it ended. They were pumping gas. And like when they would run out of gas, like a gas truck would come and fill up the gas tank, and they would just keep, or the gas station, they just keep doing it. Like it was until I guess they fell over dead.
Right, they were trapped.
And that's what I loved about Stephen King's stories, man, is because I'm one of those people, like, I don't like happy endings normally in stories and movies and stuff like that. Like, it's a movie. I want to see the world get destroyed. Like, every time, like, we have a meteor movie, I'm always like, planet, let's blow it up.
That's how I feel about whenever there's an alien invasion and we somehow defeat the aliens. I'm like, give me a damn break.
Even I remember watching that movie Taken years ago with Liam Neeson, and I was like, they better not. You better not save that girl, man. And then there's 3 more of them, and I'm like, God, how many people is he saving?
It got worse over time. First, I think they kidnapped his daughter. Then it's his wife. I was just like,
it's like, dude, you suck as a husband and a father.
Then his dog,
That's when we start to John Wick levels of movie.
John Wick.
What was the third one?
Oh, John Wick is amazing. The fact that he spazzes out when they take his dog out,
dude.
Like
I
that
remember
is
when that
the
movie
best
came out,
plot element ever.
It took me a long time to see John Wick. I didn't know. I just thought it was a generic, hitman movie type thing. So it took me a while to get to it. But when I watched it, and I was like, wow, I was all like sad. I was like practically crying. I was like, his dog, man. Kill those mother effers.
He got him. He got him.
He did hard.
He got his payback.
That's the first movie, but they squeeze out 2 more. It's like, now you don't have me. The first movie you got me with the dog thing, but 2 more. I mean, it's pure escapism, and that's great. And that's what the movie's great for. But they did 2 more, and I think there's another one coming.
Probably.
It's a popcorn movie for sure.
Well, I think that show or that movie Nobody is a tie-in to that.
Yeah, same people behind it, right? And,
yeah, because I think that he's in that.
That looks amazing. I think I'm going to be so into it.
Yeah, I heard it's really good. I mean, it looks good.
Another guy who's out and brought back in. But that's the problem. See, they're just going to use that same formula.
Speaking of shows, I don't know. I've been really raving about this show. I don't know how many people have been watching it, but if you haven't seen it, watch Invincible on Amazon Prime. It's based off a comic book by Robert Kirkman, the guy that did Walking Dead.
Oh yeah,
yeah, dude, it's a good show. But it's gory. It's like an animated version of The Boys. Yeah.
Without the sex, without all the obsession with it. Because if you ever read the Boys comic books, they're obsessed with the sex.
Oh, yeah, the superhero. Yeah,
they're really
pumping in the sky.
Oh God, yeah, yes. Just like there's that giant orgy party that happens every year on that one island. I mean, just don't even,
Yeah.
But Invincible's.
I want to see the Boys again. I think
But Invincible's more about a teenage kid.
So. I got through the first 3 episodes of The Boys, and I liked it, but it was just weird, so I never continued it. But it was different, I liked it, but it was just too weird for me. And this is coming from me, the weirdest mother effer you're
That's why I liked it, because it was different.
Yeah, sometimes different's good. Sometimes it's different because you don't like that.
They dialed it way back to make a series. I mean, they dialed it. Oh my God, they dialed it so far back. Oh my God, that Starlight in order to get into the team. I mean, my God, what the boys make her do sexually to get into the team?
They all get a shot at her.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right there in the entry hall. It's like I said, they had to dial it way, way, way back to make the show, because otherwise it'd be because when people told me that they were going to make, I'm like, there's no way in hell they can make this show.
There's a comic book that he does also, because Garth Ennis is, I think, the one that does The Boys, and he does also a comic book called Crossed, and Crossed is the most insanely violent, derogatory, gory comic book I've ever seen in my life, man. And I'm not talking about just gore. I'm talking about the actions in the comic. It's like nothing I've ever seen before, and I've seen probably the most violent comic books you ever can. And they're talking about making either an animated or a live action version of that, and I'm like, they can't. They can't. They won't. They wouldn't. You wouldn't even be able to put a rating on it, but it would be banned. There's no way. I mean, look, I don't know. I don't know if you can maybe fight it in court, freedom of speech kind of thing. But dude, I don't know who would play it. I don't even like HBO Max and all these guys. Like, I don't know who would play that.
Oh,
if they
you
made it just like the
getting
comic.
HBO Max today.
Huh?
Now I gotta go buy it. Thanks for reminding me. I did a poll on Instagram like, should I get HBO Max or not? And like,
I didn't actually take part in that poll because I want it and I can't afford it right now. So I didn't feel like I could justify telling you to get it.
Dude, I have to pay for my mother almost $1,800. So I just got my third stimulus check, right? And I'm like, yeah, I get to buy a bunch of Lego, and I'm like, fuck! I owe her money, and this is like within 2 weeks she loaned me almost $1,800. So I'm just like, well, here's that for you. Here's some of my paycheck. Done paying you that, but I still owe you like another I almost owe her like another $3,000. So
that's rough. I'd hate to hear that much.
Yeah, no, it's
wait, I do. Never mind. I have a credit card debt.
I should burn it right in front of her face just so she doesn't get it.
I don't think you should do that.
I think it's
that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna turn
If
out.
I can't have it, no one can.
BFAB, I don't think I would enjoy being your parent.
You seem like that problem child.
The thing is, like, hey, I gotta remind her that I'm her kid. She chose to give birth to me and borrow me the money. That's her fault, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could.
You could have had an abortion.
I mean,
you chose
you'd be like, look, I didn't choose to be here.
You forced me to be here.
You know what I say to my daughter all the time? I tell her she was the best of the swimmers. Remember that.
Hey, what's up, Craggle? He says, why is BFAB next to a tree? I thought that was cauliflower.
It's
broccoli, I mean.
He's taking a pee.
No, look at his eyes. He's in love with the tree.
Oh, that's right, because he's a tree lover.
I love to that dang tree. Hell yeah! Now, anyone who actually does make love to a tree after this, I feel bad for you. I was kidding. I actually don't make love to trees. They make love to me. So,
Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to touch that with the 10.
We're all psychoanalyzing right now. The symbolism of the broccoli/tree.
Yeah, exactly. I thought broccoli too. That's a vegan. That's a vegan thing.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm a vegan, guys? I love the trees, just in a way that most people don't love.
You should have a piece of cardboard behind you. I mean, that would be more representative of your diet.
Craigle, that's why he loves the trees, because he doesn't have any.
I always have trees.
Nice of Glenn, because save the trees and shit. That's why, yeah. Save the trees.
Save a tree, kiss a BFAB.
There you go.
That sounds like torture to anyone.
Every time you kiss a BFAB, you make a tree happy. So I wanted to show off. I wanted to show off someone's mock I meant to show off last night.
And did we lose somebody? Did Brick Studios leave without saying goodbye, or us not saying goodbye?
No, he didn't say bye because he had to donate. We literally said everything he says he has to donate from now on. Oh. So if he said bye, he'd have to donate. So, well, why would you say bye?
No, that's totally not true. But
I told him to, so I think
I don't.
We're all gonna pass out at the keyboard. We ain't dropping. We ain't leaving.
But no, I think he left. I'm pretty sure. Just build it. I don't think I said hi to you. So hello, and Brick Room said bye, guys. Have fun. Sorry, I can't stay longer. No, it's all good, man.
Happy Easter if you Easter it.
Happy Easter. But yeah, let me show you, because we were talking about vehicles we'd like to see, done by Lego, and most of us were talking about like creator type vehicles and stuff. But I don't remember if I brought it up or he brought it up, but we were talking about the tank in Aliens, the movie Aliens.
Yeah.
That car tank.
And
I was looking at pictures of the tank, but he was telling me he actually made a mock of one. And
who's he? Who's he?
Brick. I forget. I want to make sure I say it right. It's Brickham. Is it Brickham? Did I say
Brickham Den?
Yeah, Brickham's Den. Yes.
Okay. All right.
So let me Share the screen.
And you know that really cool. You know that cool Lego Galactus that you see the pictures of all the time. I actually got to meet the guy.
Oh, really?
They built it. Yeah, I had him drag the Galactus out from City. I'm like, can we see that Galactus up close? He took the head off and everything.
Right.
just like, check this out. It's totally cool.
Dude, look at this interior, man.
Wow.
Like that is like crazy good. And the snot techniques on this thing is incredible, man.
Oh yeah, and it's articulated.
Like, I was looking, I was like, is there any studs showing? Because I'm like, I mean, not in the interior. You can see some in the interior, but I'm like on the outside. I'm like, I don't even see any studs, man.
If you like big cars, tanks, and movie prop kind of mocks, you gotta check out a guy named Sariel, Sariel. His Lego stuff is amazing. He gets a lot of advanced stuff. I don't know if he's on land or not in Europe, but his mocks are incredible. And so his tank, the same Aliens tank, would probably be bigger than the Batman UCS scale.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's remote. It's RC too. He's done power functions and everything. So the tank, the turret comes up from the back, rotates.
Does that whole? Oh man.
Wow. Yeah, dude.
Sariel, you got to check it out. YouTube, everything. Sariel, and there's like a little gerbil in half his videos. It's so cute. He puts it in half the stuff he makes.
No,
it's great.
Yeah, no, Surreal. I call him Surreal. I think
Surreal. You're probably right.
He's
then
super talented.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first thing I thought. Kit too. Kit.
Yeah, Kit was Kit and the DeLorean are kind of neck and neck with me, man.
A UCS size DeLorean, not that little Ideas garbage, because I still don't have it. I'm not interested. I think it looks like garbage, that Ideas set.
I don't hate it, but I agree. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing looking one that you could probably make. But I say that lightly because I don't know if I could make a better one. But yeah, I would like to see a creator version. Like all the snot technique, look at what they did with the Ecto-1, man.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, and it's so funny because like in my new stop motion I'm going to put out, I made a little joke about the Ecto-1 as well.
Little joke. Oh, do you see that season 2 Lego Master Moto is in the chat? Oh, I'm sorry. He doesn't like to say that. I see that Moto.
Yeah.
He might not be on the show. He might not be. Maybe. Maybe.
Like, Moto has not said anything about this. I just want to make that clear.
I mean, if he's not on that show needs to be canceled. That's all I gotta say.
No, I'm pretty sure, right? Okay, but I chat with people.
Hello, I think it's 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 that he's on the show, filming it right now in Georgia. That's all I gotta say.
During that time when filming was supposed to happen, Moto mysteriously vanished.
Sure did.
Well,
he had a business trip.
I'm not picking Moto. It's because Moto is not full of drama. But dude, Moto is one of the nicest people. He's one of the most creative, technical builders I've ever seen, dude. I've never seen anybody do some of the stuff that he's done, man. And I'm not talking about just like, oh, he made a wolf head or whatever. But like, I'm talking about like the techniques, man. How do you get those shapes that he gets from those? You know what I mean? So
it's not on. We need to start
talent there already.
Hello, Astro needs to be canceled if he doesn't on there. It's just like it's baloney.
1 second, just so we don't make Moto upset. Moto, no one's saying that you were on the show. We're just saying that we're speculating.
Yeah, no.
And if he's not, it's just a dumb choice by the producers. Dumb choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even just to highlight his stuff, and like he's eliminated round 1 because he's dull or whatever. But it's just like just to show his stuff. It's like come on.
Like I said, man, like we already know Moto's a nice guy and stuff like that. But like
king of the dad jokes.
Back to the technical part. I'm not saying it's easy to make a mock of a building or anything like that. Like some of the stuff I've seen Barry Bricks make, you know what I mean, and some of these other guys, dude, like it's incredible. But again, never seen anybody do what Moto does.
Yeah,
and that's something that you would think Lego and the Lego show would really want to highlight. Be like, look what this cat does, man. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And Moto's interesting. Moto's smart. It's not like he can't talk or.
Hello, he's got that long hair. He's got features, people.
I have to say that whole
he can talk.
That Moto and I did on my channel, that was such a fun collaboration because it took me like 6 months to finally put it into video. But like once I got the whole like idea down, and like Moto sent me what he wants. Obviously, I'm not blaming Moto for me not getting putting out the video. I'm blaming myself. But like once I got kind of what I was looking for, the video came out like I think a couple of days later, and I was really happy with the video. Like I think it was a lot of fun. So. It was a different type of video that I don't usually do on my channel. So like collabing with Moto on that video was a lot of fun. So.
Definitely. All right, Moto. We'll stop raving about you.
And you guys can always catch him on Tricky Bricks live stream. He's like there.
Oh,
he's one of the mods. He's usually there. He's usually there on the Sunday show.
Is Tricky Flynn or the other one, or is that just
Flynn? Flynn and Richard are both Tricky Bricks together.
So Flynn is the one with the personality.
I think Flynn's the one I was talking to on Instagram the other day. Complimenting their Scarlet Witch mosaic art.
Yeah, just like usually if you see them in the chat, it's usually Flynn.
Yeah,
nice guys, totally nice guys.
Yeah, I like Flynn. Like, at first, like I could tell that he was like kind of off put by the jokes that we were making. And then all of a sudden, he started joining in on like our streams and stuff, and you could tell he's a little bit more engaged. And like Flynn, just a likable guy in general. Like
totally, and very talented. Like I really
and their show is a lot of fun too.
Mm-hmm. I was rooting for him on Lego Masters. I mean, you know, I thought that they were very like engaging and creative.
Somebody's gone.
Who we lose?
What happened?
We lost Rick.
We lost Rick.
No.
Huh. Maybe he'll come back.
Maybe.
Maybe he wants to be on Lego Masters and was mad we didn't, you know.
In Canada, I don't think they have it.
He's in Canada?
Well, that'd probably make him more mad then.
So I don't know if you guys saw this. It was on there. Something popped up. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So something I think it's for season 3, but on Lego Masters Australia's Instagram, they shared the teaser, and oh my god, it looks amazing.
Oh, for the Australian one?
Yeah, the Australian show is fantastic.
Yeah.
It has it's a funner vibe. I just feel like the Batman guy brings the show down. I'm just kind of like, yo.
I think in general though, like Lego Masters Australia is not based on your appearance or your personality. It's based on your skill, and that's why there's a lot of people in the show that are more like. There's people who are lively. There's people who are just like when I say this it's not in a mean way. Who are just boring, right? But they're so good at their craft, it makes it interesting, right?
Well, that reminds me of a lot of YouTubers as well.
Yeah.
Because there's and even people that aren't on YouTube, I feel kind of bad sometimes for instance, at my local toy store, there's a lug that I haven't met yet.
Yeah.
But they put their display stuff at the toy store if everybody look at. And dude, they're incredible builders, man. But like I've been told, just like a lot of incredible builders, like they can build and they'll take pictures or whatever, but like they don't have I don't mean to say it in a mean way. They just don't have that type of personality.
Yeah.
They could engage people, like talk to them, and some people are just shy. You know what I mean?
Me build set.
Yeah, and that's why, like, I feel like the U.S. version, at least for season 1, like, there was a lot of, like, good builders. Like, I don't feel like, other than the 2 grandmas, I feel like everyone was a good builder. Right?
The 2 grandmas.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's not me being a dick, but there was a lot of good builders. There were not a lot of great builders, you know? Like, Christian and Aaron were great builders. Mark and Boot are great builders. What's it called? The couple, the winners. They're great builders, right?
Yeah.
I don't Tyler and Amy.
Yeah, Tyler and Amy. So in my opinion, I feel like everyone else was good, and then the grandmas were just mediocre, right? And for what I saw with what they produced for the first 2 episodes or whatever they were on, it just wasn't good. It just was, you know. And so.
Hey, you hated their big hair and their personalities from the get-go. As soon as they appeared, you were like, oh my god, they gotta go.
Well, the thing is, they were weird, right? But it's just like, they focus more on personality, because, like, I know a lot of, like, some of these people on the show, I know them, and I know how they act, and I know they have amazing personalities, and they make really good TV. But, like, for me, it's like I would consider myself a mediocre builder, right? Like very mediocre. But I would consider my personality amazing, right? So it's like you put me on a show with someone who's a good builder, perfect, right? But it's like I don't have that skill that the Lego Masters in Australia do, or Moto. Like Moto is a great builder. But actually, Moto's better than Gray. You know, like he's crazy talented. And so like we need people like Moto, you know, on the show. I obviously, Moto, we're not speculating yet. I'm just saying, like, it's all about like talent. Like I feel like, you know, after seeing Lego Masters Australia and comparing it to the American version, you can tell they did not pick the Australian people based off their appearance or their personality. They actually just based it on their skill, you know?
Right.
Which
So
really how it should be. I mean, look, if you're watching Lego to look at models, you're watching the wrong show, man.
Yeah,
but
they're
watching Lego Masters to watch Lego building.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, you know, you can't have obviously people with personalities. That's important, you know what I mean? But yeah, you shouldn't be not putting somebody on Lego Masters because they don't look a certain way. You know what I mean? Like that.
Well, but in the American show, they're hitting demographics too, like what we needed so many white people, so many black people, so many brown people. You know, it seemed like they were hitting when they had, you know, showed off the teams. You were just kind of like, oh, look, let's maybe get a checklist and check the boxes. You know,
that reminds me of something Cece posted on YouTube. Have you guys seen that about the flesh tones of minifigs? I was very surprised by a lot of people's answers to that thing, man. Because she asked, well, how would you feel if they took away the yellow and made actual flesh colors for everybody? You know what I mean? Yeah. I think they should do it, personally. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they can't. There's no reason why they can't. I mean, they do it with certain minifigs anyways. They do it with the mini dolls. And, dude, it's like, I don't know, man. Yellows is such an ugly color, in my opinion, to make a minifig anyways. But yeah, a lot of people, like most people on her question thing, were not for it at all. If anything, some of them were like, I wouldn't buy any more minifigs or whatever. And I'm like, holy crap, dude.
If minifigs just became flesh tone, I'd still buy them all, but I still like Lego sets in general. The thing is, like, I was raised, you know, with the yellow minifig, and I think that Lego said this, and don't quote me, I might be speaking out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I think Lego made the figures yellow because they don't fit any race or whatever, or any, like, whatever. Yeah. Like, they said that so it's like people all feel accepted or something via the color, right? It's just
I'm sure people with anything darker than yellow on their skin tone feel accepted and feel represented in that, man.
Well, because like a yellow minifig could be a white guy, could be a black guy, could be an Asian guy, could be a Mexican guy. You just don't know, right? Yeah. But the reason why there are minifigs,
we had this discussion the other day. They're all white because they made Lando Calrissian black because he was the only black character in the entire Star Wars line or whatever. And all of a sudden, there is one black guy. Boom, there he is, Lando Calrissian. So it's like, and if you talk to any black activists or anything else, there have been articles about this during Black History Month when I was looking for Lego and Black history. But most black people feel that the yellow skin tone is a white person. They don't see themselves as the yellow person.
I would agree with them.
It's a light tone.
How the heck is a yellow minifigure representing anybody that's not whitish?
I don't think it's supposed to, though.
Well, it's a fail.
Then why would they
Then they should have made Lando Calrissian yellow. The moment they made him brown, it was just like they were stating. It just seemed to me it's a fact. The yellow people are white. Here's Lando.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's ridiculous, man. And you know what? This whole growing up on it, well, you know what? I've been used to road base plates for years now, and they changed that up. So let's not act like Lego can't change stuff that they've had for a long period of time. You know what I mean?
Right, but I think at this point it's just tradition, and so it's I think they should make both at the same time.
Rebuild the world and everything, but dude, they make their stuff way too expensive for low-income families, and then they don't have any. Like, okay, we're going to make Lando black, but yeah, yellow is supposed to represent everybody. Like, come on, dude. Then stop have conflicting, you know,
Yeah, the one thing I really hate about the yellow figures is when they have yellow clothes. It's just like put them in a different yellow clothes.
Remind me,
yes.
Studio got a naked sig figure meme on his Instagram and stuff, man.
Hey, my imagination went all over the place when I saw Hive naked. Like, yeah.
Put some clothes on me, man.
BFAP is like, why is he wearing pants?
That's why I'm like, I don't think Brick Studio ever made a fig of me, and I was so happy for that reason because like probably had my wang out or something. With Brick Studio.
Like, well, remember in the beginning when he had the wings on me and everything?
Yes.
I was like, what?
It's super high.
I'm not a literal bee. It's just it's a what do you call it? Like an avatar kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's doggone it. But put some clothes on me. Jesse, what's up? Good morning.
He wants yellow road plates.
I'm cold. Oh, goodness. Lego Masters UK is still the best. I feel like that's a biased opinion, Craggle.
Mm-hmm. But wasn't it the first show?
We're American, and we're like, yeah, Australian's the best.
We're like, yeah, we've seen that show. We're hoping season 2's better.
Like, the Australians are so talented. Like, the thing is, like, I think, and again, no shade at, like, Summer and the other girl, because Summer's hot as hell, but I feel like they were kind of the lower end of the builders. But when you're hot, you get away with everything, right? Isn't that how that works?
Right.
Yeah, well, the host is funner, I think, on the Australian show anyway.
Yeah. Like, I think Will Arnett is trying too hard, and then Hammond Blake is just being him, like he's being himself.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like everybody's kind of 50-50 with Will. Like, they either really like him or they don't really like him at all. Personally, I like Will. I think he does a pretty decent job on the show, but that's my perspective. I thought Will did a decent.
I think Will did a decent job until I saw the Australian version.
Well, I've seen the Australian stuff, but I haven't really watched it. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to contrast.
Oh no, I'd seen the Australian show first.
Also, I think it's on more days too. The Australian version.
Yes, the whole weekend challenge kind of a thing. Because the show plays over the weekend, so it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
They were the first ones to do the show,
right?
They
focus more on the people too. Like the thing is like here's not a sob story. Here, let's focus a little bit on you. Like when they first introduced all the individuals, you learned a lot about the people, right? On Lego Masters, like the US version, they give you a slight look into the people's life, but you don't get to know the person, right? Like I felt like I got to know the individuals from Lego Masters, So
Australia, yep.
Yeah. Like I probably remember more names in the Australian version than I do the American version.
I don't know. I have a hard time remembering anybody's name. Hey, good morning, Cabbage.
Oh, Lord Cabbage is here.
Happy snappy Easter to you. And Rick, I totally agree with that comment you mentioned. I think that that's a really good way to perceive that. So I don't think Lego's going to change.
No, they're just going to do what they want. They don't really want to listen to the fans as much. At least that's how it seems.
Well, as long as they're making money, they don't really care. They're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I really hope that they don't keep expanding promos for over a month long, because the Carrot House, it's a decent set, but not that many people want it. It's not.
Well, how much do you have to spend to get the Carrot House?
Isn't it $60 or $80 Canadian, something like that? It's just,
that would not be worth it for me.
No.
It's like they had to have been out of every last promo, because I spent $200 on some damn shuttle and I got nothing. Not even a poly bag. And I was looking at the guy, I'm like, for reals?
You bought the shuttle day one, Doc?
Yep.
Yeah, didn't you see his vlog?
I must have missed that one. I watched most of Doc's videos, so...
I'm just messing, man. It's hard for us to watch everything.
I know, but in general, I actually do watch most of Doc's videos. So
now, Doc, you should have gotten this promo VIP.
My bad.
Thing.
I'm supposed to be at a premiere right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The
Matt Elder Hall video dropped it today at 9:00.
Nice. Well, I appreciate you being here with us.
My bad.
That's all good.
I'm gonna type in the live chat. I blame Hive. Let me see.
Just like respond with random stuff that make no sense to the video, like yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Man, you're typing away, Doc. You're like, this Brick Hive guy.
Damn him and his regular Sunday show.
I'm actually not going to have one next week.
What?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do, man. I'm trying to move.
You better have a pretty goddamn good excuse.
I do.
Okay.
I just got too much stuff to do, man.
That's a horrible excuse. Guys, tell Hive that you're going to throw a tantrum if he doesn't stream next week. Like
I will throw a tantrum stream if you don't stream.
Uh-oh.
You're going to throw a tantrum stream?
And then I'll throw a stream reacting to his tantrum stream.
Oh, that's funny.
You think we're kidding? We're not kidding. Like this. I cried and streamed live under a sink. My standards are low.
I know. I need to get my standards down there. Oh wait, never mind. We have Hive streams. They get
just hide under a sink and cry and stream yourself crying. It's like, I'm cold. I'm gonna kill myself. You know, do that and it's the same thing.
I mean, I guess I could use the views. You know,
it does work from what I heard from myself.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I was like, I'm sure you checked your analytics.
People still make fun of me for it. I mean, they're like, I remember, I went on like 4 drunk crying streams, and I'm like, they always mock me for that. So I think during that one time, CC was trying to get me to stop streaming, but I was embarrassing myself, and CC donated like $20, and he's like, BFAB, stop streaming. And I'm like, I was like crying my eyes. I was like, oh, thank you for the $20. And I start crying again.
Okay. What's up, Rex? How you doing, brother?
You just needed a hug.
No, alcohol is powerful too. I mean, a lot of you guys, I think, other than maybe T-Bog, a lot of you guys have been around when I said T-Bog's been around with me wasted. But when I'm depressed and wasted, it's like then I go into crying mode, right? It's not like. And I embarrass myself. I mean, I haven't cried on a stream in a long ass time, right?
I'm like, those streams, the after call is, oh my god.
Oh yeah, they're just like therapy sessions. But
I remember the number of times Steve would end his stream because of BFAB. We're just ending it right now. we're gonna talk after the stream.
I would just talk about my dick for like 3 hours.
Oh boy.
I still remember being in a call with Little Spoon, and it was me, him, and ABC. We were just like literally talking about my dick for 3 hours, and I'm like, "Oh, this is." Then you come back and you're sober again. I'm like, "For fuck's sake, what have I done? What's going on, Ryan?"
I gotta be in a really boring, bad position if I'm going to talk about your penis for 3 hours, man. I feel like I've got better things to do, man. I'm sorry.
I think I was gonna like kill myself or something. But also Ryan is in the chat. What's going on, Ryan?
So what are you supposed to say?
BFAB tree hugger?
I didn't think that was enough. I didn't think that was enough for 3 hours.
We call it a tree fucker here. Also, Ryan, if you want me to send you the link, I got you.
Yeah, yo, this is Good Morning Brick World and Easter Sunday. we need to stop.
Hey, we told everybody Happy Easter. We're good. Yeah, we did our pleasantries. I mean, come on now. Look. Unless you're literally in church right now, praising the rebirth of Jesus, then you know what's this Easter stuff all about? It's not about chocolate eggs. It's not about bunny rabbits. I mean, it is for me, but
yeah, exactly. That's what it's for me too. Hard-boiled eggs and chocolate.
Just like I've kind of turned Christmas into more of a. You should really take the extra step to be nice to people that day. You know what I mean? It's I don't even really use it the same.
Make money off that day, and then realize that I failed. Well, I mean, I succeeded, but I failed too.
Oh yeah, with that 42-hour stream or something, right?
48, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'll break count. I wonder if I should do that. I
So
could
when
have
is the 48-hour stream?
a Hive stream or something like that with a guest host instead.
Yo,
That's
that
like
could be
a
a
horrible
weekly thing.
idea.
I wonder who I would pass that torch to.
That's a
Yeah.
horrible idea.
I'll guest host for you next Sunday, Hive.
I don't know if anybody really would want to. I mean, like, who would want to host somebody else's stream, you know?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Well, a couple of people I've seen do it, but you know, it's not very often does it happen.
I mean, I guess because it's not like the same thing like as a video, like, right? I mean,
BFAB's had guest people read for his videos,
right? But I feel like a video would be different, maybe. But I don't know. What does everybody in the chat think? You know, would they be cool with that? I mean, is it a Hive stream if I'm not on it?
No, it's not.
It's whatever we say it is.
It's like it's whoever's hosting it. I mean, I guess it'd still be technically a Hive stream. I'd get the views.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get like Jang to host for me or something. No, that he totally would not even.
Ooh, on BFAB, my video only got 300 views in the first hour. No, my last video only got 100 views in the first hour. I was
be like, dude, I could make a commercial out of it or something. Be like, I wasn't getting any views, and then I hired Jang Bricks to host my stream, and then all of a sudden I had 1 million views. 117. You want to join? Man,
talking about
sure?
I know this
hang with the big dogs.
The transition makes no sense, but I'm going to try to get some sleep. So I'm going to head out, and you'll probably see me on stream in like an hour or two. Who knows? Like I'm always like, I'm going to go to sleep
because this video didn't get over 100 views.
No. I just want to sleep a little bit today. So I'm just like,
sure.
Let me sleep a little bit today. You'll probably see me out of stream later, but I'm going to try to sleep. So nice chatting with all you people. The thing is, I've been up since like 5 in the morning watching streams, so that's why I'm like, you know.
Well, thanks for hanging with us, BFAB.
Yeah, nice chatting with y'all. And now to hit the hay and yeah, have fun, guys. Peace.
All right, later, brother.
All right, take your nap.
117. I sent you a link, man, so you can jump in. Praise Scalador. Yeah, I was hoping Scalador might praise me when I do my 24-hour stream. I was hoping he would bless me. Bless me.
Is there a date for that yet?
No.
I'm going to say, I think I keep asking that. You keep saying
that. Because I was going to take a day off next week. And even that seems to be difficult to do. It's almost like nobody can function if I'm not there or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. I'm like,
well,
how am I going to take a vacation?
Yeah. Well, maybe the 24-hour stream should just be live from your work site. They can just walk up off screen and you'd be like, what?
I think maybe I'll see if I can request Friday off instead. And then I can do it. See, the thing is, man, it's 24 hours, man. I need like a week. I need a week off. I can't just do a 24-hour stream on a long weekend or something like that. Like, I gotta recuperate, you know. And plus, right now, we're literally in the process of moving. Like, I've started tearing, like I said, the forest down. I'm starting to box Lego up. I'm gonna go to Walmart today and buy like huge like tubs, like bins.
Yeah.
So I can just take the modulars and set them in there, take them into the apartment. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Okay. So yeah, I showed the house. 117. Give me a second. I'll let you right in. I showed the house yesterday to somebody that's interested in buying it, and he walks in the Lego room. And he's like, "Are you packing all this stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, I'm not letting any movers touch it. I can guarantee you that, man. Like, they can touch every other thing in this house, man. I was like, nobody touches this but me. Period.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, 115? How you doing?
Hello there.
Yeah. Hey, T-Mog. Hey, Doug.
Hey.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good. You're not going to let them even carry the totes into the moving van?
No. Rick makes a pretty good suggestion for someone hosting a Hive stream.
What, the guest hosting?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were discussing it. That's a big step, man. like, look, even with my closest friends, it's still like that's a lot of trust you put into somebody, man. You know what I mean? To host a 3-hour stream on your channel, even though I've lost count of how many times I've been like, "Hey, can you guys watch the stream? Like, go get some coffee or something." Like, and you know what? I never know because I don't generally watch like my whole streams back. You know what I mean? Like, I'll watch some clips here and there, but I never know what anybody's talking about. And then one time, Shy did a speed build video. And in between his speed build, he kept showing clips of whatever Hive stream we were on that night. And yeah, I stepped away. I was able to finally see what some stuff gets talked about. But it was only like a clip. And the only thing I heard was like Sans say something like, well, he seems like a pretty hairy guy. Like that was the only thing I heard, man. I was like, what the what? What are you guys talking about when I'm gone? So, anyways.
Yeah, high streams can get really whack sometimes.
And we usually wait a few seconds for you to be gone first, too. We're like, okay, he's gone now for sure. He can't hear us now.
But it's never like anything I'm too concerned about.
It's usually whatever we're already talking about when you walk away.
Right. Yeah, nobody's really saying anything different than what we were normally saying anyway. So, yeah, I mean, it's something I'll definitely think about. I don't know if it's going to be this Sunday. Plus, I feel like it's weird in the sense that, and I don't know how big of a deal this is, but if somebody, when people watch Good Morning Brickworld every Sunday, I would like to think that they're watching it because I'm hosting it. So there must be something they semi-like about me. They come to watch the stream. I mean, who knows? Maybe they know that there's a good chance Doc will be here, and they're big Doc fans. You know what I mean, or something like that. You know what I mean? But so I don't know if it would be insulting to anybody.
I come here for the Brick Hive. I'm just that's why.
Thanks, Doc. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so do I.
Thank you. That's very.
Even if I don't come onto the stream, I'll hang out in the chat because the Brick Hive is here.
Brick Maniac says you guys are still at it. We are.
What kind of bird is that?
If I had Jenny Bricks list by stream, do you think I'd really get 1 million views?
You're gonna hear some birds.
It's possible.
I feel like I would get more than I normally get.
It's possible, yeah.
Maybe I should just do clickbait like everybody else has been doing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm getting real tired of that, man. I'm getting real tired of big YouTubers using clickbait titles, man. Like, I let that shit slide the other day because it was April Fool's. But, yeah, I'm getting real tired of that. Like, you should be able to make videos on your merit, not deception. And I'm not talking about like some gray area stuff. I'm talking like straight up lies, man. Lies. I quit Lego. Lies. I found this new polybag. Lies.
Can you say clickbait?
Yeah. Anyways.
When you say clickbait, though, I can only think of 2 YouTubers that always use club. I'm like,
I know, right?
I wonder which
like
2 it could be.
Do it, really. But
because I read their titles very carefully now. I'm just like, Mrs. Do I want to click? I don't think so.
And I remember when I brought this up, whatever it was, a week or 2 ago, or somebody's like, "Oh, you're just mad because you got clickbait." I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm mad, man! But that's not the point." It's like, of course I'm mad. Doggone it! Like you got freaking thousands and thousands of viewers, man. If anybody should be clickbaiting people, it should be smaller YouTube channels. I'm just kidding. Nobody should clickbait anybody.
Yeah, smaller YouTubers get called out for clickbait, though.
Yeah,
big YouTubers can do it all the time.
But you know what makes me even more upset about it is like I'll go through reading the comments, right? And everybody's like, "Oh, haha, that was so funny." I'm like, "What are you talking about, man? They lied to you."
Yeah, I don't like clickbait.
Look, if I ever do that, you guys call me out on that. Be like, "Hive, that was bullcrap, man." I mean, if we were on a Hive stream, you can use harsher language, but yeah, don't let me get away with it either. But I don't think I've done any clickbait videos for titles. Like the closest thing I do is like, what's in the box? But that's not clickbait. That's just me telling you what's in the box. And if you want to watch a video, you gotta find out. But I don't go like, brand new, never before seen set in the box. Yeah, that'd be clickbait.
Never before be seen by me. He.
We all Bricks Count T-Log blink twice if you are safe. Oh man. So I got a door on the Beetle, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. We're getting there.
Oh, some actual buildings going on.
Mm-hmm. I keep forgetting that the front is more storage than the engines in the back. Are the new cars aren't like that? The new Beetles aren't like that, are they? I can't remember.
Engine in the back. I thought it was just a design thing.
I have no clue. I'm not really into cars.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Let's see.
If you guys hear like a bird, that's just because I'm outside right now taking pictures.
Yeah, I hear the bird.
I was like, my door is closed, so it's not me. Caw.
Yeah, I'm right next to some trees. Hey, bird, do you mind like not doing that? No. Okay.
Oh, we have somebody coming up to the chat soon.
Okay, so it says that the VW Beetle, is it inherently dangerous due to its rear engine placement?
I don't know. What would be the difference if it's in the front and the back?
They say no.
Yeah, I don't feel like they're
they say it's dangerous because the passenger compartment crumbles and the doors fly open. You die in the back seat.
We have a guest. We have a guest.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
You're on your bitch bricks.
You're supposed to have introduced him for 20 minutes.
Hold on a minute. Let me put him back out. Hold on. Oh no, that's the big screen. So my next guest is from London. I've known him for a long time now, and he's one of my best friends. We have Greg, London Bridge Bricks.
It's Greg.
Hey, Doc. Hey, T-Mog. Hey, Mom.
Hey, how's it going?
How's your
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. I literally, do you know what? I'm not joking. I messaged about 20 minutes ago. I said, look, it's really sunny here in London. The family is sticking around. I can't get rid of them. I probably won't be able to make it on. And then literally, as I got up, walked out, they all started walking up the garden. I said, where are you going? They said, we've got to go now. I was like, okay, see ya. I was like, I quickly changed. And then,
I figured a lot of people today might be, obviously spending time with the family and doing this and doing that. So, yeah, it's kind of.
But it's really, it wasn't meant to be like it. Today was meant to be wintry showers. And I'm not kidding, folks. It's really sunny. It's lovely.
It's really nice here too, man.
Oh, that's great. It's not hot, but it's one of those days where if you're in the sun, it's really, really warm. And we had a barbecue anyway, and it was lovely. It's just a really, really nice day, topped off, of course, by being on here for a little bit as well, which is lovely. So, hey Snap, hey Will, hey Mark, how you doing? Hey ABC, how you doing, Doc? Anyway, how's Doc? How's T-Mog? How you guys doing?
Doing okay. I missed my premiere, or at least half of it.
I just got a notification, by the way.
I love these people that set off premieres and don't bother turning up for them. It's about as feverish as you get.
Well, for everybody, you should go watch Doc Samson. Sans has got an Easter egg surprise. I guess still watch that too.
What's that? Doc Samson?
Look, it's 61 degrees right now.
Mm-hmm. You did an Easter egg collab. I'm liking it.
Yeah. Oh, well, Matt sent me one of those. Well, I don't want to say. Matt sent me something in the mail. And I'm just the slowest YouTuber of ever because he was sent it to me at Christmas. There's a Christmas card inside.
You thought, I know, I miss Christmas. I'll have to go for the next Christian holiday. Let's do Easter.
So I'm like, boom.
Merry Easter, everybody.
Merry Easter, everybody.
Yeah.
And a happy new May the 4th to you as well. I don't know.
That works.
Anyway, how we doing? Hey, we've got Moto in there. Hello, Moto. I haven't seen you for ages, mate. Hope you're good and well where you are. So, Doc, we seem to have a technical issue between you don't see what don't you see? You don't see it when
I cannot see you chatting anywhere. So if you chat anywhere other than your own live stream where you're highlighted in yellow, I cannot see you. I cannot see your words do not appear, nothing. So I can't even click on you to try to like, hey, unblock this person. Even on my own channel on which you are a mod, you do not appear.
That's so weird.
Because I've been streaming before and everybody's like, hi Greg, and I'm just going like, Greg's here really where? And I'm looking through the chat to try to highlight him, and it's like there's nothing.
I never look at my settings. Do you know, Doc, there is a StreamYard setting I saw. But just have a look in. All I'd say is have a look in your StreamYard settings. You know when you go into your StreamYards, like into the studio, there is I think it's under advanced settings or something like that. Have a look in there in case there's anything in there. Because I just noticed there was a few sort of security looking things in there the other day. But I'll have a look at my settings anyway just to see, because it could be me blocking you. You don't know, right?
Yeah, the weird thing too is like you commented on one of my videos, and it's like the reply tab won't even appear. I can't even reply to a comment that he leaves on my video. I'm just like, and I'm just like, what is going on? I can't heart it. I can't thumbs it up. I can't nothing. I can't interact with Greg. They're like, you're not allowed to interact with Greg.
So do I have like the free will to say what I want on your channel and you can't say anything about it?
Only on live stream.
Well, I can delete your channel. I can delete your comment, but I can't. I can't reply to it, which is driving me crazy. It's just kind of like,
yeah, that's weird, Doc. I wonder why that is, man.
Yeah, it's weird. I'll do my settings as well later, Doc. But I'm determined to do. I've got 2 bags left of the awesome, and I have to say it's awesome. Ford Mustang. This is looking like a bit of a beast.
I was like, you want to show it off real quick?
Oh, yeah. from the big car stream.
Yeah, man. The story so far, I didn't do bad actually. I was quite pleased. I thought I might have finished it, but of course,
I mean, you're close, man.
That's pretty cool.
Funny story is that I managed to get my dad to start buying Legos because of the Mustang.
Yeah, honestly, it's cool. And
so Lego did its job.
Yeah, that is printed there.
It's the fastback. It's nice. That is nice.
Yeah,
man. And seeing, I'm like, okay, do I get that or the London bus?
Yeah, I like it. I really like it. I mean, you get basically, Hive. If you're into big cars, you need to buy this before it retires, because I can't believe it's been out 2 years now. This one.
I know, and I really, even though I'm not really what you would call like a nationalist type of person, but as an American, I really feel like I should get one of the very few American creator cars, the Mustang. So you're right, I should get it. I just really love that dang bus, man.
He's like, but I'm going to get the Porsche first.
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm not getting the Porsche. I don't hate the Porsche, but it's not on my top 10 list.
I got the Porsche here, and I thought that's what everyone was going to vote for. I genuinely did. But
I was kind of surprised too, man. Everybody's all about that Mustang, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like everybody's probably seen the Mustang being built way more than the Porsche.
Yeah, I know, but it was close. It was a good 75 people, so a nice healthy vote count. But it was like literally three people decided more.
I remember when I voted. I think I told you I voted for the Mustang.
Yeah.
And when I voted, it was literally 50-50.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know who broke the tie, but it was literally 50-50 when I voted.
I know. I mean, it was a win-win situation for me, but the Porsche is my dream car. Even a white Porsche 911 is my dream car. It really is. So I'll build it next time. I know Solo's got one, and he's desperate to build it. So I don't know, I might do another one sometime. Because I do like him. And what's his name? Cabbage Face was he's actually built his one. He's DB5, and he's got it on the shelf with the Mini and the what's the other one he's got on there? The Fiat 500. It looks really good.
Hey, 117. I muted you while you got the wind going on. All right.
Yeah,
I saw him unmute himself. I was like, we did that on purpose.
No, I just did it while the wind was going. Oh, you're back, Nazi Glenn. Awesome.
How you getting on with your Beetle though?
Good. I was just showing everybody I got one of the doors built. So yeah, I'm definitely getting there. I don't think I'm gonna have it done by the end of the stream, but
yeah,
it's looking good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's and you know, man, I gotta tell you, for a Beetle, it's bigger than the Fiat, But it's literally only half the size of the Ecto 1.
Yeah, Ecto 1 is a good car I want to get.
And it probably only takes up the hood on the Batmobile.
Yeah, the Batmobile's massive. How you getting on with that Batmobile, T-Mog?
Oh, yeah, I'll get it off the shelf. I haven't really touched it since the stream. I don't know. Been talking with Rick, and he thinks he might want to crack his open, and when that happens, maybe I'll do a stream on my end where we just finish mine off or something like that.
There you go.
That's the Batmobile?
Yeah.
That's good, man. It's massive, isn't it? It's very strong.
Well, I was talking about on the stream yesterday about how, like, when I built it, I was literally throwing that thing over my shoulder like it was a big gun. I remember everybody telling me how crazy I was looking in that video review I did because I was so smitten over it that everybody thought I was going to divorce Mrs. Hive and marry the thing.
I think I commented, get a room.
Yeah, and I think we did, by the way. I think we did.
I'm like watching sweet love, blossoming here.
Yeah, man. Me and the Batmobile, we had a few drinks, and we went back to the motel room.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you got little bats,
little mini Batmobiles. All right, everybody. We're not really talking about having sex with a Lego set.
And Brett's back. Glenn is back.
We're talking about adoption.
Yeah.
What do you say about Glenn?
He's back.
Oh,
I guess he wandered away.
Glenn's back and he's better than ever. What's up, Brett? How you doing? Yeah, good old Batmobile. It's a good set, man.
Now and 117 said
he's
coming
dusty back and feeling neglected. I don't pay attention to it anymore. I'm like, well, Lego just keeps making new stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's practically impossible now to keep up with Lego and everything they bring out. Like, you can't. They're definitely more coming out now than they've ever released before.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of one of the new Speed Champions that's coming out too.
Like the Dragster.
Yeah, the Dragster.
It's a Dragster.
Oh, well, one's a Dragster and one's was it Charger?
Yeah, purple Dodge Charger.
Yeah, purple Dodge Charger. Dude, the back of the box where the speeder's tires, or not the speeder, the
Dragster,
where the Dragster's tires are spinning, and it's got like the smoke curled around the tire and everything. Dude, that looks awesome. I mean, it's just box art, but I'm like, dude, that looks sweet.
That's a good idea. Lego do like their dodges though, don't they? Because you think they've done the Marvel superhero ones,
right? And then we already had the small Speed Champion one, and then we had the Fast and Furious one.
Yeah.
You're right, Greg. They've really been going hard.
There's already been a 2-car Dodge set already.
Yeah. They must have a pretty sweet licensing with Dodge or something.
Yeah.
But you know what? Build a Dodge truck too. Build a Ram.
Yeah.
I'm going to ram them.
It'd sell like crazy.
Yeah. I love it.
Especially if you had the 4x4, you could add the big tires to it and be like, turn it into a monster truck.
Yeah, now you're talking. Well, you know what? Ninja will get it, won't he? Because he loves all the old Dodges.
Yeah. I imagine Ninja will get it. Ninja's all about them Speed Champions, man.
Yeah, dude. They're good. They are. And I do like the new 8-stud ones. They're great. Yeah,
I would have never in a million years thought that I would have gotten into Speed Champions because I've always admired cool-looking cars, but I've never been a car junkie, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And now it's like, I love them freaking things.
And now they're going to be 8 studs wide, so the Dodge is going to look really nice then, even nicer.
But, it does. See, and that's the thing about, like, the thing that blows my mind sometimes about Lego is because you would think that everything that they make should be able to kind of intertwine with each other because it's Lego, it's building blocks. But, you'll see, you already know anyways, but in my review, I talk about the taxi, this creator taxi, and you can't fit anybody in it, but you take a city taxi and I can fit 2 minifigures in it and it's smaller. But going back to the 8 stud wide Speed Champions, they don't fit on these new base roads. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand Lego's thought process unless they're trying to say things like, well, the Speed Champions are more not for the city stuff. It's more either display or play with it individually. yeah, I don't know. Because think about it, man. Like, I have a city. I love putting speed champions in the city because why wouldn't I want a McLaren freaking car like driving through the city? But obviously, but I don't even think they intend to have these roads like in type of a city like what we build. Like, I think it's I don't know what their thought process was, but it seems like it's mainly just for like kids to play with city sets. On
the side.
And I'm not going to rehash the whole road rant or nothing like that, but it just just made me think about it when you talk about the 8 stud wide cars, and I was like, that doesn't work real well with the new roads. But it's not like you can't.
I talk about that in my bearing in mind I did it.
I'm back. Sorry about the wind.
I do address it in my city update that hopefully it comes out next week, folks. But the thing is, I'm not going to be doing base plate roads anymore because I've only got about 4 to my name. So I must have bought all in now. I reckon I've probably bought about 11, 12 boxes of those roads. And the nice thing is, as well, Amazon recently were discounting them as well. So what I'm going to have in my city, I'm going to have a double lane, just one, and that's basically right. The way I see it, right. I was telling you the other day. I got the idea from. The other day I said to you yesterday, Hive, I feel that Lego cities are really a mock that's completely always in progress.
Yes.
And what I want to get, I think to myself, what do I want out of these new these new road systems that Lego's put out? And I'm thinking, I want to show off cars on the road. Right? Now, to do that, so if I've got one proper main road, then I'm thinking, I can double it up and I can put all sorts of vehicles on it, like big monster trucks, the proper speed champions, the new ones, even some of the bigger cars like the hidden side ones and stuff like that. So on my road, and also as well, I want mechs walking around my city and climbing over buildings and stuff like that. Just almost like sort of like rodents, but ridiculously big rodents. That sort of thing. So that's going to be the idea. Now, just going back to the cars front, I never thought I'd buy this set, but I did. I bought. Oh, blimey, I've got it in here actually. Look at this. Look, I've got the Mustang box, and inside the Mustang box, I've got this box. I did that for weight.
You're so funny.
I was thinking, I'm sure I put it over there. And they're like, oh, yeah, I did. I put it in another box. I got this. This was discounted for the first time in God knows how long by 15 quid only.
That's a good
It's an expensive.
That's the one overpriced one from the last line.
The overpriced one, basically, they discounted it to the point where it's fairly reasonable.
Oh, wait a minute. I never got that one.
Yeah, me neither because of the price. I was like, nope. I will not support that hike.
No, I waited over a year for this. Yes, I bought this 2 weeks ago, and it came out last January the 1st, didn't it? And when you buy this, or when you see the price of this for like, it's something like 20% more expensive than the Jaguar one, and the Jaguar is the same format of car.
Right.
I've seen this one in the Lego store, and it's lovely. It's really, really nice. So I just thought, I'll wait until it discounts and then buy it, and that's exactly what I did.
I wanted to also, I didn't get a chance to tell you before, I do like the poster you chose for your backdrop there, Luke and Vader.
When I came,
I do like it.
If you look back on my channel, folks, you'll see that I did a review of the latest Lego Star Wars magazine, issue 69, and this was the poster that came with it, and it's very cool. I love the posters. And Hive, what I will be doing is sending you. I'm going to try again. We'll try again because I sent one out at the beginning of the year, but you never got it. But I'm going to send you out a Lego Star Wars magazine.
Oh, sweet!
And the other thing I sent you as well. Again, you didn't get it, but
I know your sig fig, right?
Yeah, it's my sig fig.
Dude, I need your sig. I would look. Eventually, I'm going to get a PO box. So anybody that wants to send me a sig fig, they can. Because, dude, I will put them in stop motions. If they're just, sometimes they'll just be in the background. But sometimes I'll be like, hey, Greg, I'd like you to be in the stop motion review. Would you mind voicing, a couple lines for me? And then I got your sig fig already. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, man.
Now, I can have people voice different characters. But it would be really cool to have my friends in my stop motion videos. You know what I mean?
100%, mate. and I'm going to do that. But also, I'm going to wait till the shop's open in 2 weeks' time, and I'm going to send you over the exclusive for Leicester Square, which is Leicester, the minifig character.
Oh, wow.
So you can have him in it as well.
All right, I got to figure out something good to send to you.
Oh no!
I know you're not asking.
Don't worry about that.
Oh my God, it, man!
That's what I sent to you like 4 or 5 months ago, like before Christmas. I think it was just before Christmas I sent them. And anyway, but probably because of COVID and God knows what else.
And who knows, man? It might still show up.
It might. It'll be it might be worth some money by the time you get it.
Oh, Ninja, what's up, buddy? Ciao.
Actually, I wouldn't mind sending Doc a Leicester as well. Doc, you're gonna have to message me your address or something.
Okay.
Because he's exclusive to Leicester Square store. You can only buy him in there.
Really?
Yeah, it's the only one. Yeah, there's a guy. There's someone who watches us. I'm sure he watches you as well, Brick Hive. His name is Leicester. If you look up Lego, I don't know, London and Leicester, but they spell it different. They spell it as the name Lester. You'll see who it is. It's basically a guy, Union Jack for a suit and a bowler hat. It's pretty cool, man.
Oh, yeah, that sounds cool, man.
It's a good one to have. It's exclusive to that store, but you can get there are plenty of them.
Wait, it's still available to this day for purchase?
Yeah. But
I mean, you're only getting it over in London. I mean, unless you buy it.
You're only getting it in London. The other thing is that they sell in London. Loads of people go into the Lego Leicester Square store. They buy all the buses. You know the bus that you built, Hive? It was like 10. They're £10. They are, and the people buy them and they sell them for like double the price on.
Wait, are you talking about?
Yeah, our first ever stream we ever did. Yeah, our first ever stream we did.
Yeah, but the thing that's crazy is like you can get this at the Lego store.
Yeah, I know. But people, I think it's basically like maybe in China. They don't sell it in China, maybe, or something like that.
Oh.
But yeah, it's.
No, I could see the Leicester figure people buying it and selling it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Like, I want to go to that Lego store probably more than any Lego store on the planet, with the exception of what's the one that Ryan goes to all the time? Something Springs.
Disney Springs.
Disney Springs.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's one I like.
Maybe Disney Springs, man, because I've always wanted to go to Disney World in general. So getting to go to Disney World and in a Lego store at Disney World, like, yeah, that's like kind of like a dream come true.
Oh
yeah. Well, hopefully the shop's open again on the 12th, and I think is it 12th a Monday? I'm thinking it must be. Let's have a look. 12.
I'm not sure, but Greg,
it's a Monday.
Mrs. Hive and I, we will be going to London.
Oh, when you come to London,
this will happen. I just don't know how soon. But
yeah, man,
she's already been there, and she loves it, man. Like, I would be surprised if we went over there and we were like trying to find a job and just stay over there and live. But I remember, I think I've told you, like, I always joked around because I never wanted to go over there because I don't want to be on a plane for however many hours it takes to go, right? So I always told her, I was like, sorry, honey, it's just a trip you just have to make, by yourself or with a friend or something, Now I'm like, yeah, of course I want to go. What are you talking about? I want to go see Greg. I want to go see Solo. I can maybe see Tech. I can see a bunch of my friends over there. I can go to the store. And she's like, oh, now you want to go.
Yeah, me and Tech are going to meet up. I think it's like the 2nd of May or something like that. So it's in the lead up to May the 4th. And then the week after that, we're doing our stream as well for our anniversary streams. Our anniversaries are coming up. That's mad.
No, what is it? Is it 2
years?
3?
2 years, man.
Oh my God, I can't even keep track now, man.
That's cool.
And of course, hopefully, maybe one day, you can come over here and we can go to like Brick Fair, Virginia or something, and you can meet like Chef and everybody else that would be able to meet us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, my brother lives in Boston, and that's not a million miles away from you. So
yeah, it's crazy. My sisters live in Boston.
Wicked. Well, there we go. See, the planets are aligning in this space.
But yeah, definitely. What do you say, Mark? Brick Hive, Lego shouldn't create barriers for city creators when vehicles cross over several of their themes and figures are one size. That is what these rib plates are for mainly. No, I don't know, man. I don't. I know what I think and what I perceive things to be, but we all know Lego can definitely throw words around and stuff. Like let's take the battle packs. And this is an argument Ryan has brought up many times. Like before, it was build your army. Battle packs were to build your army. And then somewhere along the line, Lego changed that and to more of I'm trying to think of the right word, but it wasn't like a build your army kind of thing. So I don't know. It's and it doesn't really matter anyways. I probably complain more than anybody about Lego and their issues and stuff, the way they kind of treat us sometimes, and but you know as well as all of us, man, it doesn't do any good. So that being said, just have to adapt. I mean, for instance, like all right, like Greg bought a bunch of the road base plates. I'm going to get a handful of them because I'm going to make a bridge out of it. I figured that would be good for me to make a bridge with. Now I may convert over eventually when we get in the basement. Like we move into a new house and everything. I got a lot more room. But the difference between like Greg and I right now is I've already got 50 some base plates. So I'm already there. You know what I mean? Greg is building his city from the ground up. So he has this decision to make. Do I go with base plates and then have a chance of them running out and I got to pay more for them because they're retired or whatever, kind of like how I've been doing with tan base plates? Or should I just go ahead and start with these new road plates and work on that? Now, here's the thing about the road base plates. Everybody knows my opinion and everything about them, but if you modify them and you do spend some more money on them, you know what I mean? Dude, they're better than the base plates. They are. They're better as long as you can modify stuff and you have the money to do it. Whether you're going to put your buildings on Mills plates or you're going to make your roads wider, kind of like how Shy did and everybody. Like if you make your roads wider, then the eight stud, Speed Champions will fit. I've seen other YouTubers, Brickinet's one of them, that's showing how trying to figure the curve part out. You know what I mean? The curved roads. So I mean, we can make it work. Obviously, it's just the problem is Lego's forcing us to spend more money to make it work. And the end result will be better, I think. It's just a lot of us don't have that, Or like I said, me for instance, I've already got 50 some base plates, man. So now I either figure out a way to convert and mesh the two, or I just toss out all these base plates that I've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on, and then spend more hundreds and hundreds of dollars on new stuff.
If I was in your situation, Hive, I'd probably go out and buy some base plates now, because they're cheaper now than what they're going to be in a year's time.
Right.
And then once you've used that space up, and then consider a section of using the new system.
Yeah, because I really need to get on that because they're going to retire if they haven't already.
Yeah, well, you could use them like country roads and city roads too.
Yeah, right.
The old base plates were the country roads,
And I already made a decision that if they retire and then they get too expensive, or I can't get them like I would normally would or whatever, I'll convert. I'll just have to figure out how to do it. Maybe I'll have a newer section of the city and they'll have newer roads, or something like that, because they have changed the road plates over the years. The difference is they haven't been too different, except for maybe the color scheme. But like I've taken like some of the older ones and I put them in my forest because they look more like dirt roads.
Yeah.
Or more run down. You know what I mean?
Gravel roads. And
gravel type roads.
Forest roads too.
Right. So you just got to be creative about stuff. But yeah, it's a real interesting thing because Lego doesn't, I'm sure they're in the frame of mind, they don't hold responsibility to what we do with our Lego. So they might say, well, we created modular buildings to put on a shelf and display. Now you could obviously put them together, but we didn't have any intentions of you making a whole city out of them. You know what I mean? Which is ridiculous to say because then what are the road base plates for? You know what I mean? Like,
right, but connect together.
Right. But they could be in that frame of mind. They're like, look, this theme goes with this and this theme goes with this. It's up to you if you want to put these road base plates and make this modular city and blah, 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 blah. Like, because obviously we make city buildings that aren't modulars. You know, so it's I don't know if that's the way they look at it. I don't know how much they care, you know, but they gotta know.
Right, but I just think a lot of it is like they just want we provide some basic whatever, and if you want to go crazy and overboard, we provide it's a provided. Here it is. You can do whatever you want and go as crazy as you want, but we're focused on the basic person and the entry. It seems like they're more interested in entry level than they are people that they've already got. Because I feel like they think that once I have you, I don't need to advertise to you. I don't need to pander to you. I don't need to fan requests or anything else because I've already got you. Everything I do is about getting new people in.
Why do you guys like? Let's take the road thing for example. Like, why do you guys think they changed it? Do you think it was just a strictly money thing, or do you think that there was some
machine? Because like they had to replace the molds.
Yeah, they didn't make them. They didn't actually make the road plates.
Oh, really?
Oh,
it's all about in-house. I think they wanted to have everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I honestly never knew that Lego didn't make the base plates.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I didn't know. Apparently, there's a lot of different factions of Lego that isn't just Lego. Like, there's different. I don't know the right word.
They're like a corporate. They're
like Legoland used to be owned by a totally separate company than Lego.
Yeah,
I think Lego just bought it.
Yeah, that's the weird thing, right? So years ago, I think in the late 90s, Lego were almost going to go bust. Company comes along called Merlin and says, "Okay, we'll buy up all your theme parks." Lego say, "Great, thanks." That sorts us out.
That's kind of like what Marvel did. They sold Spider-Man to Sony, and then they sold Fantastic Four to Fox because they were almost going to go bankrupt.
Yeah, but then the irony is Lego grows so massively, so almost like Marvel Galactus. 2 years ago, Lego come along and go to Merlin and say, "Yeah, you know our theme parks? Yeah, we want to buy them back, and we're going to buy you, Merlin."
You're coming with us.
Well, this is it. But when you think about it, it was a bit of a bad move because theme parks haven't been open for a year. So, who knows how much that's costing them.
That's a good point.
But they'll come good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this thing I'm working on right now, the reason why I'm outside, I want to show y'all, is because I'm taking pictures of.
You talking about your photography stuff?
Yeah. I may be using Mega Bloks, but
I'm sorry. What? Kick him off the stream, please.
I was like, well, I understand if there's things that Lego doesn't make, kind of like Brickmania stuff. Wow, that's pretty. That's a bloodbath.
So like how Doc says, like how humanity always beats the aliens. Well, this is the opposite here. So these are this is Halo, based off the game of Halo. So
yeah.
So you have the alien forces. So these the humans, which would be these guys.
All the dead people.
Yeah, basically. Or
I've been really eyeballing that Halo helmet that Mega Block makes, man.
Yeah, cool.
I think I'm gonna get that thing.
Does
anybody know how much it is?
I'm pretty sure it's 20.
That's such a good deal for that, dude.
It's beautifully priced too. I saw it the other day. I was just like, really?
Oh my gosh,
$20.
If only I liked Halo more.
It's just a good looking helmet. But this is gonna seem really dumb, but I just don't. I feel like if I buy that Halo helmet, I feel like all of my Lego are gonna be looking at that helmet. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. What happens? Brick Hive will have a rebrand and it'll be Brick Halo.
Yeah, no, it's because all my Halo stuff I put on top of my dresser, and they're kind of secluded on their own island away from all my Lego.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, 117, that was just a silly thing for me to even say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the reasons I would never want to join LAN. It's because I don't want to be upheld to just seeming like I work for Lego. You know what I mean? Like, I can't mess with anything else, even though I don't. But it's my own choice, not theirs.
Yeah.
I'm going to apply to LAN, but I can't apply yet because the the applications window.
Well, let me ask you the $1 million question then, since nobody else has given me a good one. Is there any other reasons besides getting some free sets that you would want to join? And I'm not judging you if you just want the free sets.
Free sets is going to be useful for me, but inside information would be helpful because I want something I really enjoy doing. Right, it's just sitting down. Right, so when I'm at work during the day, you see all the news coming through during the day, all the new sets that are coming out and stuff like that. And I like to come home, right, sit down, right, and just gush out all my thoughts on the camera, and then boom, upload a video. Now, if I've got a bit of a preempt on that and know what stuff's going to be coming out, then I can talk about it so much more fluidly when that news comes out. And so for me, it's just a way of less being on the back foot and being on the front foot. And that's probably where I go. That's probably one of my main reasons for wanting to join. So if there's anyone from there that's watching this at the moment, you can contact me on londonbridgebricks@gmail.com. Thank you very much.
At least that you're honest still, that it's more of a thing to help you with your channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just can't stand. And again, I don't want people to think that I'm trying to judge them if they want to get in LAN. If you want to get in LAN, that's fantastic. You'd be great. You know what I mean? But I'm just don't understand some people's reasonings like, oh, I want to be a bigger part of the LEGO community. Well, what does LAN have to do with that, man? You know what I mean? Or I want to be part of LEGO or something. Like, you are part of LEGO. What are you talking about? Like, if it's just because you want to utilize, to help your channel, that makes a lot more sense. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are really trying to stay away from like saying that. Like, people are going to judge them for wanting to use the LAN in that way. And I'm like, yeah, you should be using LAN that way because they're using you. They're using all of us, actually. Dude, they get millions of dollars of free advertisement from all of us.
We are, as long as you see yourself, as long as you're happy to be their marketing tool, right? I'm happy to go along with that. But it's a simple case of you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That is it in a nutshell.
Well, right? And Greg, you were in a good position to be in the LAN because you're a nice guy and everything, and your channel is very sharp. But you also don't really go off on the rails like some of us. You know what I mean? Like, even like Ryan, there's so many times like Ryan would give his opinion, and I'd always respect that he was honest, about this stuff. But there's a lot of times he'd say stuff, and I was like, all right, well, I guess this is it. LAN's gonna definitely kick him out now. Because I'm sure they, like I was saying, yesterday maybe, about how I'm sure they don't mind some soft constructive criticism, but they definitely wouldn't like some of the stuff that I say about them. They definitely wouldn't want me on their LAN.
What Ryan didn't do, and I think maybe Ryan did this on purpose personally, because some people say Ryan was kicked out, and he was kicked out. But also, as well, there's a part of me that thinks Ryan knew exactly what he was doing, and he was just flying. He was kind of sailing close to the wind for as long as he could until the big day. And then when that's
possible, I haven't talked to him about it really, so I don't know besides what he's posted on his videos. I don't know what his deeper interior thoughts are about it. But Ryan's a smart guy, and Ryan, he knows what he's doing. I'm not saying he's perfect, where he might have got sideswiped by LAN or something maybe, but like you said, Greg, I think for the most part Ryan knew what the hell he was doing, and I think again, without knowing this, just me talking my ass, he was probably using them to a point like how they use us.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I was Ryan, right, and I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't want to be in LAN anymore because whatever. I'm thinking, well, I don't want to go out and just say I've left and then that's it. You don't want to go out on a whimper. This isn't what YouTube's all about. You're going to go out with like a clap of thunder, and that's exactly. So he's made all the news. Right, and then if LAN have sat down with him and said, "Look, I'm really sorry, Ryan, this isn't working out for us," blah blah blah, and then that's it. They've lit the fuse now. Let's rake it in while you can. That's what it's all about. He is smart.
Yeah,
and he outgrew Land. He doesn't need Land anymore. Land doesn't need him. He doesn't need Land, and that's the thing. It's a bit like I always feel, folks. And you can ask my ex-wife about this. I always think relationships do sometimes get to a point where they just expire, and I think the Ryan and Lan relationship just expired.
Well, I keep wondering, what is the purpose of Lan?
Well, it's
seriously, what is the purpose of it?
Yeah,
hey, I gotta go, guys. Thanks for having me, Hive. See you later,
problem.
Greg.
Bye, Doc.
Bye, Doc.
Bye, 117. That dang T-Mog.
Man, I forgot. We're almost we gotta start winding down. We're almost at 3 hours. But anyways, Greg, I feel like you're about to answer that question.
Why do we need Lan? Do you know what, Lan? I think Lan to a certain degree needs us as much as we need it. But I think it's almost one of those things that Lego has to be seen to be doing as well. And but I want to real quick. I want to touch on something you just said. You said they need us as much as we need them. Why do we need Lan? Because it's good to have people inside the community, within us, within our peripheral, community, that can get those sets very, very early, can review them. Because if anything, that just messes up the YouTube market. Well, you're giving a lot of people a lot of seriously unfair advantage to get sets months, weeks early. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be salty about it. I'm literally just asking. No, I agree. I agree. Because sometimes I think, I'm really going to get that set, and then I see everybody's like, 2 weeks beforehand have done the reviews on it, and I sort of think, what's the point? But which is good for my pocket in that essence. It really is. But it comes down to one simple thing: marketing. They want to push out a new product. They want to give it to someone who a lot of people watch. A lot of people watch that person building it, most likely on a live stream. That person gives them positive feedback on it. But think about it. But it's more about the timing, because these big YouTubers are already going to review the set. They're just getting them early. Yeah. So that's really what it's about. Just trying to get them out early, right? But why? Lego doesn't need it. They're already going to review the sets. They're just trying to get them out before the people to review them before they actually come out. So what? They think that's why people will buy them? Yeah, because they want influencers. Whichever way we look at it, Hive, we might only be smaller channels, but we do influence people's decisions, and that's what I mean. They're basically pinning it on the hope that we give them a positive feedback, a positive review. Yeah, it's just something I'm always generally curious about how people perceive it, because again, I think you probably nailed it right on the head with the marketing part, because I just can't think of any other reason as to the purpose of Lan. That really is it for me. It's just, if there was more, if some of the ambassadors maybe had more power, and some of the things that can be said, like for instance, you would think it doesn't seem like, for the most part, really Lego listens to their fans at all. Mm-hmm. So unless you really want something. The Final First Battle Pack is like a very rare, even very rare is a two-letter word. Astronomically rare would probably be a better word. That they would do something like that. Hmm. Like look at the polls they just had for like the themes. And again, I don't really like Bionicle. But if I was a Bionicle fan, I would be upset, because Bionicle came in whatever place it was, and it was just like swept under the rug or whatever. Then they changed the rules and blah blah blah. Dude, what are you guys doing, man? I personally think that was a very bad call. They basically took a democratic process and manipulated it to how they want it to be. Like, where did Castle? Castle wasn't nowhere, right? And then all of a sudden they said, actually, no, we're going to put all the castles together so that we can throw that one in as well. And that is not democracy, folks. That is basically the way we thought about it. And believe me, folks, we know all about that over here in the UK. Brexit. No one thought that we were going to leave the EU, and then it happened because everyone that thought he was going to be staying in the EU didn't bother voting. But anyway, we're out of the EU now, and you know, I hated the fact that we were coming out of the EU. But at the end of the day, I'm like, well, I believe in democracy, and that's it. So we're all leavers now, and we've left.
Thank you, Greg. That's the mature thing to say, because just like here in America, there's a lot of things that I don't like at all. But look, if people voted for it, that's democracy.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? As long as we're not like hurting anybody, you know what I mean? That's my big thing. But like, yeah, you know, like, and here's the other thing too about the EU thing. Like, obviously, I don't know. I'm not over there. I don't live there. But Greg, it's like, what are you going to be able to do? You know, it's kind of like the stuff with Lego. I mean, we ran about it and all that, but I mean, there's nothing really we can do. You know, we just keep rolling with whatever punches Lego throws at us.
You move on. It's as simple as that, folks. It's life. It really is. And there's more to life than Lego, folks. Always remember that. Really
and I do want to reiterate too, for anybody that's just tuning in and not getting all of the whole conversation. Like, I don't fault or judge anybody or mad at anybody if they wanted to join LAN or anything like that. I just, you guys know me, I'm pretty opinionated about stuff, and I generally like to ask real specific questions, whether or not I like them or not. That's irrelevant. But yeah, I just, I always wonder, like, what's the point of LAN? Now, a lug is different. A lug is different.
Lugs are very important.
You know, I want to say lug is different than just being an ambassador. I mean, you know what I mean? Oh, hello, Orange Bricks. And I saw Ross out there too. Hi, Ross.
Hey, Ross. Mr. Soros, good to see you.
Happy Easter. Mark says, I think LAN needs to be a two-way street, but there needs to be a clear channel to feedback fans, views, and more. That's something else, man. Maybe my perception would be a little different if LAN had a channel. And they commuted, and the ambassadors commuted. I'm not talking about like on your individual channel, like, you know, Solid Brick Studio or whoever, you know what I mean? I mean, like, you know, hearing from the ambassador network, maybe that would change, you know, my perception a little bit, you know?
I tell you, right, I was talking to Solo the other day, and he said, in 2 weeks, Kobe, do a live stream. And I'm like, why doesn't Lego do that? You know,
I don't know. Lego's weird about stuff, and I don't think I've heard other people mention this. I don't think they're fully grasping the Lego YouTube community. Like, I get that they're probably a little bit like they got Solid Brick Studio, and now they got Holly's in there. You know what I mean? I know other people. I know Ross and Emily talked about applying. Greg just mentioned talking about applying. You know, so it's not like they don't see us out here. But I just don't think they're grasping the community, not like influencing, but just the community.
A lot of people in my lug, I'm a London AFOL, folks, and we're one of the biggest lugs in the world. Very, very active. Like, literally, there's a queue to get into every single meeting we go to, even the virtual ones. And we basically, up until about 2 years ago, the general feeling was that Lego didn't want anything to do with adults. Like, it was all for the kids, all for the kids, all for the kids. It's only now that we get recognition for being older generation of adults that are in Lego. But what Lego have to remember is people our age have got the strings to the purses for the kids. So they've got us on board as well. I mean, what a brilliant scenario. A family, you know, a son, a daughter, a father, a mother, all into Lego, you know, or at least 2 out of those 4. Imagine that. I mean, that is real spending power.
And just like, God, I feel so bad. I can't remember if it was Claire or Emily that talked about it, but I think it was Emily, might have been Claire, but talking about how they appeal to everyone and how long they can keep it up. Like, because that is an amazing thing. Like, there's not many companies that can do that. Like, especially a toy company. Like, the Funko Pops can do it because they make Funko Pops for everything. You know what I mean? But Lego literally is appealing to every demographic, race, age, sex. I mean, dude,
everything is completely across the board, and I am amazed. I love it.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I'm proud of them, dude. I'm proud to be part of that.
Oh, me too. I'm in a Lego store. I cannot believe the amount of women that are buying Lego, which is brilliant, right? But even I love the work that Lego does with kids and adults that can't, you know, impaired vision, and, you know, making bricks with brow on them. It's just like, that's what I love. But what Ross says. He says, I think the brand ambassadors are a good thing, but there's some work that needs to be done. And I do believe that. And that, for me, that's where I'd like to be. And that's where I'd like to be helping refine them, because I think when I do apply, I think I've got a, I mean, I don't know if basically I'm not applying, and I can't apply land at the moment, folks, because it's closed, or that whatever you do to try and get in is closed at the moment. I've got to wait until it reopens again. I missed it by a few weeks. I looked into it about 2 weeks ago, and they just literally closed it. I was like, oh, damn it. There we go.
But I totally agree with Ross on that, man. And maybe that's the part that's making my brain not compute about it or like it or ask, like, what's the land for? Maybe it is, because what does an ambassador do? An ambassador represents Lego. I mean, you know, well, an ambassador represents whatever they're an ambassador for. You know what I mean? But it seems like instead of like, we'll just take Solid Brick Studio. Okay, we'll just use him as an example. It seems he's more of just a promoter for Lego than an ambassador. You know what I mean? Like Lego is using him as more of just a marketing tool than an ambassador. And look, I would have to sit here and literally look up a solid definition of ambassador and what responsibilities maybe lie, or what they would even do or whatever. But maybe that's what it is. And you're right, Ross. I think it would be a good thing. It just needs work to be done on it.
Yeah. But I would, my main thing, if I was in LAN and I could do news and stuff like that, I'd be like, I'd do a weekly, like maybe I'd do a segment in London Calling or something like that. I'd just say, this is what's happened this week on Lego, and talk about that sort of stuff. You know, I know plenty of people do, like, you know, there's bonus news and there's Brick Vault. They do their new stuff. But I talk, you know, everyone's got, you got the leakers out there, but I would do what the leakers do, but I would go deeper into the news of what is actual, the factual news. Maybe.
Well, and my problem would be, like, look, and you guys can be completely honest with me. I'm not going to be offended, but do you think that I ran about nothing, like things that are lies? You know what I mean?
No,
like,
you ran.
So, but let's say I got into land. Let's say I didn't change anything about me, and they were like, "Oh, okay, you can't be saying, like, you know, that we're a horrible company for doing this or doing that." You know what I mean? Like, so who would be more at fault? Like, would I need to straighten my act up and be different, or would Lego be out of line for, like, be like, you know, we want to hear the bad stuff about us like that?
Yeah,
you know?
I don't care what anyone says about being in LAN or not being in LAN. There is a thing, right? At the moment, as we're not in LAN. That means we are, and no matter what people say, like BFAB, for example, right? BFAB especially is like this. He's independent. So that means you can say, you can do whatever you like, whenever you like, about Lego. Now, if you join the LAN, as far as I'm concerned, it's a bit like joining a gang or a party, political party, you know, thing. You join that, you come under their conditions, under their policies, right? And you abide by their rules. That is it. End of story. You've lost your independence, right? What you have to try and be is authentic. And
that's, I guess, when you would have to decide. Like, of course, you would jump in LAN, but eventually you might come to a point where, like, okay, I'm going to have to make a decision. Am I going to stay in LAN and abide? It's kind of like with my real job. I can't go around saying bad stuff about my job or they'd fire me. But that's my job. I can't live without my job. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's not the Ambassador Network.
No, exactly. The Ambassador Network, they I think they push for people to be positive and stuff like that, which is fine, right? Especially if you happen to be a positive person anyway. Yeah. Not everyone is born to be positive, folks. Right. But what I would say is, though, right, is if I was doing reviews and stuff like that, and they said, well, can you like tone it down here and maybe emphasize this? I'd be like, no, it's a partnership. It's, you know, you give me it, I'll tell people what I like. So just remember, folks, there is a bit of that as well. Lego are never going to give their sets to someone that's always going to be putting their sets down. So do think about it like this. It's not completely objective. The people that are in LAN are doing their reviews. because Jang, for example, Jang was on a stream last night. Someone said to him, "What do you think of LAN and blah blah blah?" Lego, and he says, "Well, Lego's a company, can be the effect of it can be a little bit questionable." But he says, "I'm not fussed about the company; it's the product I'm more interested in." And I thought, yeah, good on you, Jang. So there is something to be said about being independent. I mean, let's face it, folks. Beyonce said it ages ago, and I think she was probably barking up the right tree then. And she's got nothing to do with Lego, as far as I know, anyway. But yeah, so bear that in mind. You do lose a certain independence,
and to a degree, there's nothing even wrong with that. You know what I mean? No. To a degree. I think it's to each individual person. Like I said, you're in LAN, and eventually you're going to come to that door, and you're going to be like, okay, do I alter this? Am I okay with altering this? Like, is this a compromise I'm okay with making? And that's going to be, I think, to the point where everybody in LAN will get at, because, you know, and that's one of the things I wonder if what happened with Ryan is, you know, even if whatever the case may be, whether it was Lego let him go or he quit or whatever, but maybe it was just one of those things where he was getting to a point where he just wasn't going to compromise. You know what I mean? And, you know, we all know Ryan's headstrong, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I guess it just depends, man. And some people, I think, honestly, just love Lego so much that things that they do, even if they don't like it, they move past it. They're not like me, where they just got to be vocal about everything that sucks. You know what I mean? But so, yeah, I think it makes sense for some people to do it, for sure.
I definitely think so. It's like everything in life, folks. Everything in life is a compromise. I go to the Lego store. I think, right, what am I going to spend 200 quid on? Because you're not going to buy that much for 200 quid, folks. Believe me.
Greg, that's a really good point.
And it's a compromise.
Everything to do, dude. Every time we buy Lego, we're doing some sort of compromise. Because look, I always say Lego's too expensive, but damn it, I still buy them, man. I'm compromising my wallet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It really is. It really is because I'm desperate for the Ecto One, but it's on the back burner, and I'll get it once I've built the Porsche, once I've built the VW. There was a time I was desperate for the VW Beetle. I was desperate for the VW Camper. I was desperate for the Porsche. I haven't built them yet because we've got to be a bit realistic as well, folks. There is always that good sense, that good fuzzy feeling of when you've bought something, you got a good deal on it, or you get a great gift with purchase that you can stick on eBay and sell it and make some money back.
Yeah. Isn't it weird how some Lego sets we buy are different than other Lego sets? Like when we bought the Cantina, or better yet, when we bought the A-Wing, because remember how I always talk about that was our first, anniversary stream. That was my first UCS set. Dude, that gave me such good vibes buying that set, man. Compared to buying anything else really. But no, it's not true, because when I bought the UCS Slave 1, that was definitely a really good feeling compared to buying the Beetle, for instance. Yeah,
the thrill of punching that one down and getting it.
Right. Thank you, Will. I won't ever stop. Don't worry. I wish everybody liked them as much as you.
Wait, hold on. Have I donated this stream? I don't think I have.
That's okay. You don't. Wait, 117. Yeah, what are you talking about? You donated lots of times. You donated a buttload of Sands.
Yeah.
That was so funny, man. I can't remember who said it when I was talking about sending Sands that money.
Most boomer thing you've ever done.
I know, right? I'm just glad it got to him safely and everything. That was the most important part.
Me too.
Well, I am almost done. I'll probably have this finished today, but I don't know. I got to finish up my editing. So, all right, everybody. Thank you to everybody that's been on the chat, and thank you to everybody that's been on the panel. I appreciate all of you. Love you all. Appreciate you guys being patient with my rants and my conspiracy theories about Lego. But yeah, thank you again, everybody. I hope everybody has a nice, happy, snappy Easter, if that's your thing. And if it's not, I hope you have a nice day anyways.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, I know I say it all the time, but all of you mean the world to me. So, all right, till the next stream.
See ya.
Peace out, my friend.